Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table team. Hope everybody's doing well. First of all, I just want to pass on my condolences to everyone in Gaza for what's happening over there. It's not nice what's going on over there, and TDT sends us best regards to the families affected by what's happening in Gaza. Right, let's get into the show. Brothers Cieran and Brothers Titch will be with me shortly, guys. Just want to start by having a quick look at sharing the screen, if you don't mind. Right, so just want to quickly touch on this. This is an image I did earlier. Here we go. So as you can see, West Ham currently in 7th place in the Premier League, played 8 games, 14 points respectively, and Leeds United are currently 5th in the EFL Championship after playing 11 games with 19 points respectively. So let's stop sharing the screen. Let me just see who's in chat and say hello to everybody who's in. Hi, guys, Lee, Stu, Cieran and Titch. Hi, Vinder, hope you're doing well, mate. I'm Hardy as well. Yeah, bless her. She's lovely. I am fine and well. How are you doing, guys? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm off to bed. I had a long day as well. See you guys, Lee, Stu, and Amani. See you later, Vinder. I will be on the next. Oh, here's Brother Titch now. I will be on the next stream and enjoying the entertainment stream as I rate Cieran. He has an excellent sense of humour, and I have it too. Yeah, like my sense of humour is good. That's good. How we doing, Brother Titch?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. You're in the pub. What you don't drink?
Look, look, this is. I had an Earl Brenner. Have you seen Cool Runnings, haven't you?
Cool Runnings, yeah. I used to watch that a lot.
It's got that picture of Buckingham Palace, his dream house.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't remember that. I did watch the film a lot as a kid, but yeah, I don't remember.
This is my dream snug. If I won lottery, this would be my private room, bar in it with coke and stuff on it, and just a little snug corner of my house with my own little corner. Happy days. That'd be my dream. So that's my dream. That's my dream picture.
So you're sitting in your dream. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, look after yourself, Stu. And good night, Stu. Good night, Vinder, mate. I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
It's been a while since we had a chat, isn't it? Well, since we did a show together anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Who's in the chat? No one yet.
Danny's in chat. Good evening, Danny. Hope you're doing well, mate. Robert's in the chat. Hi, good evening.
Roberto.
Into a stately home. I'd love it, Robert. I really would, mate. I'd love to move in at one house like this. Hello, Stu, my lovely. Hello, Amani, my love, sweet. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, love.
How you doing, Harmonie? I just realised, Stu. So let's say you had your own little bar and all of that, yeah. That bar would have to be real low down, wouldn't it? If you're serving everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've already thought about that, and yeah, everyone would be welcome over. You know what I mean? If I won lottery, I'd be flying you all in first class, including.
I'm saying the bar will be low down because you'll be serving from you inside your chair.
No, I don't need to know. I've got Solar serve drinks. Don't worry
about
that.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Was that Cieran?
Serve drinks. Don't you worry about that, mate. Don't you worry. Sanko, what you smoking? Yeah, man. Yeah, with his own lucky egg. Kisses his lucky egg, and here's Brother Cieran. Look, here he is in all his glory. Just let him get ready, bless him. Just let him get sorted. Good evening, bro. Charlie. Hope you're doing well.
How you doing, C-Dub? Mally, that's Cockney for you. Huh?
He's hoovering up at 10:05 at night.
Yeah, it's got to be done, especially when you're on his.
He'll find you, that my neighbour.
Remember, he's probably just woke up, Stu. This is his. He's probably had his coffee, and this is him getting up to start his day. How you doing, C-Dub?
Morning.
He's
morning, Cieran, brother. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well.
He's got his Spurs away. His Spurs away shirt on.
I've nearly caught up. That bar will be full of leagues picks. Yeah, mate. It would, honestly, Danny. Yeah, it would be. It would be. Charlie, don't forget to polish the table and mirrors too.
What top is that, geezer?
Right, I thought you'd noticed that, sir. I'm supporting Ireland this week.
Oh, sorry.
This is an old Irish rugby union top.
Oh, right.
So I've been watching them in the Rugby World Cup, and they've been brilliant. They really are a team, man. Now, they are ranked #1 in the world at the moment, so, and it's not surprising. They've got everything. Free flowing, they're gritty, yeah. And they're playing New Zealand in the All Blacks in the quarter-final. So a big test, but I think they're good enough to win it.
I don't know. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well, Inky.
How you doing, Inky?
Robert saying hi to Geezer. Just put up I've just put up an image. West Ham United currently find themselves in 7th position in Premier League. That's pretty good going. Is that in it, boys?
Yeah, it's yeah, we've had a decent start. But obviously, you know, me and Cieran spoke about this, but I haven't even touched the video. We've got time anyway. But yeah, it's a big achievement. West Ham are obviously, we've set the European record for 6 games without defeat. 17. And then when I heard that, I thought, you know what? 16 of those was victories. Obviously, we drew with, who did we draw with? We drew with someone. But then I thought back to the first season in Europa League when we lost the group stage game after winning the first 5. Obviously, he put out the kids. So that's another 5. Then we got all the way to the semis, and then ultimately we lost twice to Frankfurt. So I'm saying, what is David Moyes' record, as in won, lost, and drawn in Europe? And it probably looks really, really, really good. Do you understand? So I don't know if Lee can find that out, but yeah, like, you know, David Moyes in Europe with West Ham. How many wins? How many defeats? How many draws? And it's going to look like, yeah, pretty reading, which is.
Yes, if you can find David Moyes' West Ham European record, Lee, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Good evening, Brother Lawrence.
How you doing, Lawrence?
Hello, everyone from Lexington, Kentucky, USA. Come on, you Irons.
Hey, you lot. Before we go any further, yeah, I'm meant to be sending Lawrence a picture, framed picture, but it's obviously got a glass front. I don't know. Like, how do I package that? Like, where do you go to get something to package that up? Does anyone know, Geezer? How would you send a picture with glass and a frame and all that?
Well, you'd definitely bubble wrap it, wouldn't you?
Oh, so what do you do? Yeah, bubble wrap and then what? Just you have to get. I don't know how to post it basically.
Do you know? I heard that, you know, we've been massive in Europe now, as we are, you know, almost world champions in Europe. Yeah. Where that new record, apparently, I heard that we took it off Leeds and Tottenham. They held that record of 16 unbeaten in Europe.
Oh, was it Leeds and Spurs?
Yeah, and West Ham have hit the 17.
Yeah, but I just want to point out, mate.
No matter what competition.
You did it in third division, Europa League. You know, Europa League.
But
you did it in top division.
Splitting
hairs. Mate, it's the progression. See, we're doing it properly.
I would have let you have it with greatest of pleasure. Yeah, that's of them spots, but no, Leeds. It's different with Leeds because we got conned. We got robbed in one of ours. We got robbed. It were referee. It were proven that the referee got bribed in one of. We should have won that final, and we got robbed.
Well, we got robbed against Newcastle on Sunday as well. Let's talk about that.
That referee were awful. What were he called? Peter Banks or something?
Peter, yeah. What can you replace Banks with?
Called him. His B become a W. Believe me, it really did. The biggest W in game. It really was. I watched the full highlights of that game back, you know, because I had nothing to do. And honestly, how that referee can referee him, how he's classed as a top official, I don't know.
Nah,
what which one in our game, sure?
Yeah, our game.
Yeah,
it was embarrassing, wasn't it? You know, and I hate moaning about referees because, you know, it's part of the game. You know, you get good referees, but that was annoying. You know, I don't like it sounding like sour grapes, but what that referee, every decision he made was poor, really poor in that whole game, mate. We lost that game because of it. Well, we lost 2 points because of it, because we would have won that game. And I believe when I was talking to Titch the other night, they should have had 2 sent off. Two players sent off and 2 yellows each one. And it's embarrassing. Robert Banks.
Yeah.
Robert Banks.
What makes it worse is that, you know, forget the Gamira. Well, we can't, but I'm saying, but the Almiron waving around an imaginary yellow card, he wasn't even the one that got fouled. He wasn't even involved in that. And he's doing it how many minutes after you've booked Emerson, who was, I wouldn't say justified, but you can kind of get it. You know, we're in the ascendancy, we're on the front foot, the crowd's behind us. It's a blatant yellow card where you're trying to deny another attack and that. He shouldn't have done it, but you booked him for that, but you didn't do Almiron for that. So it's, yeah, I don't know how you explain that.
Just
doing a bit of relocation work here, Stu. Give us a minute.
comment. Roberts is better than expected. Eyes open. Lee, Bandy. Hope you're doing well, Bandy. I will be at the pub for a cold beer. I tell you what, if I were not locked, mate, he'll be coming over first class. I tell you, kudos scaring everyone this season, not just Halloween. Quite a pure quality is kudos. He's got to start games now, surely. But who do you start him for? Because Souček's been scoring goals.
Yeah, not Souček, mate. Souček's #1 on the team sheet right about now, so not Souček.
Because you can't drop a goal scorer, can you?
No, and he's more than a goal scorer. But yeah, you know, at this moment in time, he's also chipping in with goals as well. So definitely not. Yeah, I mean, you'd send out the wrong message to a player like that. That yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's at the minute he's undroppable, Souček, at this moment. And
yeah, a lot of people have got to eat humble pie, you know, with Souček this season. A lot of people have got to eat humble pie. They were calling for him to be got rid of. He's not good enough and all sorts, Titch.
Listen, me and Cieran spoke about this, and you know, anybody that does tune into this channel or mine whenever I do anything, you know, I was never one of those people. I was the opposite. And yeah, I understand football. I understand, you know, what was happening at West Ham. I understand what was, maybe not so much with him personally. You know, maybe he had, you don't know if people's got personal or whatever. But you know, he's come out and said he didn't feel motivated or something last season. So, but I think whether it's Moyes just being stubborn, I do respect the fact that Moyes stuck with him, and it's very easy, especially when the team's doing terribly, to bow to the pressure. And yeah, he missed out a few games last year, which should happen. You know, if you should have a competitive squad, and this year he should miss out in certain games as well, even if he's fully fit. Not if he's fucking banging form like he is now, but I'm saying if he's fully fit and it's for tactics wise, then yeah, of course he should. We mix it up a bit, but yeah, I understood last year that what was going on, and he was ultimately became the scapegoat. Even like, you know, Soufal, I do feel, of course we could, you know, you can always do better, but yeah, we could have a better, but he's a, you know, he's a solid player. He was having a bit of a bad spell. I think it turned out he was injured as well. But once again, people were just quick to jump on someone. Jumping on someone is not criticizing a match or two, but when it just becomes an agenda, Souček and Soufal, you know, the ones that we didn't spend a lot of money for, the ones that was fantastic in this new West Ham revolution, what you want to call it, you know, short memories, and now all of a sudden, let's jump on the Souček boys. But yeah, I was never part of any of them bashing any of those two players. Even though, yeah, of course they had their dip in form, but it's human. Everybody's going to have dips in form. But yeah, I'm glad to see that both of them are contributing and are playing their part once again for West Ham. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that for them too.
Marnie will be pleased that I say this, but there were an article. Leeds United sold a youth player called Leif Davis.
Yeah, I've heard
he's been ripping up the Championship. He's been doing really, really well. And it got put up a video. Someone got put out. I can't remember what it was, but basically, Leeds United regret letting Leif Davis leave. We got rid of him under Jesse Marsh, and he's having time of his life at the moment. You know, we're too quick. I think as football fans, we're too quick to write players off. Tottenham did it last season with Son, because he were playing with a 60%. He were injured, and he was 60% fit all season, and they wrote him off. But look at him now. We're just too quick to judge players.
But this is the thing. If you don't know what's going on, and then ultimately, if a player's only 60%, really, the manager shouldn't even be playing them. Do you understand? They shouldn't be playing them if they're playing the whole season just over half fit. So, thanks, Robert. Yeah, because I was thinking you get like big envelopes or like bubble. Yeah. But yeah, Lawrence, I'll send it. I promise you, I'll send that out in the next few days. But we ain't heard. Sorry, I spoke not over Giza, but we didn't get his thoughts on Souček and all of that.
Yeah,
and kudos.
Yeah, your thoughts on Souček.
Souček, I think it's twofold with Souček. I think last season, Moyes was pandering to what Rice wanted to do, and they sort of swapped roles. When Souček was hammer of the year, he had sort of a free rein to push up and back the forwards up, and he was scoring goals because of it. And he was, causing defenders nightmares, him coming in with late runs and being involved in the box. Last year, we pandered a bit too much to Rice, where he wanted to be the box-to-box midfielder and be the star of the show, and he was our best player. And I think Souček suffered that. And I think he went into a lack of form for a while there, where he should have been dropped. Not so much dropped, but rested, I think. More rested. He was playing every minute of every game. He was playing for his country in every minute of every game. And he needed a break, I think. And Moyes didn't give him that. He just kept persisting with him. Now, sometimes that's a good thing for some players, not to just drop them at the first minute. But I think there was a period there where he was terribly out of form, Souček. But I don't think he was playing well in the position that Moyes put him in. He was holding him back. This season, we're going back to the 2020 Souček we had. And it's showing. And he's scoring goals again. He's getting involved in the attack. He's part of it, coming into the box. Because we've got Alvarez there, that's him. He's a defensive midfielder. He doesn't want to go up there. He join in when he needs to. He's there to hold the back. So both players are happy in the position they're playing, and you can see the benefits. Souček's back to what he was back then. And that's why, as much I'm really excited about Kudos. He's a great-looking, exciting player, and I want to see more of him. But I don't think he should be in at the expense of Souček. I think he's important to this team at the moment. And like I said, Titch suggested maybe it's when Antonio's injured, we might see that fluid Kudos and Bowen up front. Switching between the middle and the right. And that could be an option. It could be at Antonio's expense more so than it is at Souček's. So, we'll see.
One thing I would say is this, although I would love to see Kudos starting, in the modern game, you have to, I believe, West Ham's weakness previously, even up until this season, was a very weak bench. So you don't want to have all of your stars starting all the time. You do want to, look. Yeah. If bringing Kudos off from the bench onto the pitch the other day proved to be a masterstroke, Newcastle were looking like if anyone's going to score, it's going to be them. West Ham kind of looked like we'd run out of ideas and all of that. He come on and changed the game. So sometimes some people, not as always an impact player, but right about now he might be best suited as an impact player. Cieran said in the video that we done, he felt he should have come on earlier than that, and I agree with that. Yeah. But ultimately, him coming on changed the game, and that's because they got so familiar or used to how we were playing. Now we brought on something completely different, so it works. So yeah, if we're
and even that with Moyes, see last season he brought Souček off in that game.
Yeah.
Now last season he wouldn't have done. He could have been absolutely out on his feet out there. He was still kept him for the 90 minutes. Where he probably could have done with being taken off, and he weren't doing that.
Yeah.
So he is now. Moyes has sort of changed his tune a little bit there. He brought Souček off, and Antonio. He should have brought Antonio off a lot earlier. He was out on his feet, and Kudos made an impact, a big impact, and that's what we want from your players. As Titch said, off the bench, you need players to make an impact, and that's what we've been relying on Ben Rama. And every sort of 4 or 5 games he does. but it's not consistent enough. He doesn't make enough of an impact when he comes on. But kudos, you can see he's chomping at the bit, mate. He's chomping at the bit to get involved and do something. I was really impressed with him, and not just his goal, but the way when he got the ball, he held players off and shielded it, and played sensible balls. Not weren't all razzmatazz stuff. He played good hold up play, and that told me, yeah, he's a good player. This boy, he's going to be exciting.
Look, there's a reason why West Ham are 7th, Leeds are 5th. I've always said, look at your bench and who can change your game. And Leeds now, just like West Ham, you've got Kudos on bench and stuff. We've got, our bench, we've got Pervader who can make a difference, Dan James who can make a difference in Championship, but Patrick Bamford can come on, he's on bench, he doesn't start games, so he can come on and score goals, hold the line up and stuff. There's a reason why West Ham and Leeds are doing so well, and that's because we've got the squads. I think since you sold Rice and you've used that money wisely, you haven't just got a good starting 11 now, you've got a good squad. Leeds haven't just got an 11, and if it don't work, we haven't got a plan B, we've got a good squad. It's that you don't need to have £100 million superstars in your team. You just need to have a few good players who can make a difference to your team. Tottenham top at league without Harry Kane, who would have thought that?
And yeah, they definitely haven't spent that money yet. And my fear with West Ham was we'd get the money for Rice and wouldn't know what to do with it. And credit to them, we have invested that money, I won't say perfectly, but like extremely well. You understand? So that's why another reason we've got to be thankful to Declan Rice is that he's raised those funds, and West Ham have reinvested it, really, really well. So yeah, it's looking good. Just like Paqueta, he's looking very, very good.
Yeah, he does look good to Paqueta, doesn't he? He does. Michael Brown says, good evening, guys. Sorry, everybody.
Evening, Michael.
Good night, Michael.
Titch and Cieran, are you confident of finishing in the top 2 of your Europa League group? Ideally, I would prefer to see West Ham finish 3rd and go into the English European ELC, where I think you have more of a chance of winning.
Yeah, I think obviously, Michael, we won our first 2 games. So realistically, we have to finish in those top 2. It would be a travesty now if we don't, because we've got 6 points from the opening 2 games. Yeah, it's a tough one. I understand what you're saying, because finish 2nd, you've got to play the Champions League dropouts, and obviously going into the knockout round, it's going to be hard in the Europa League. But for me, let's say we had some group of death, for instance, and I was thinking, where you're just hoping, look, at least get 3rd and we go into that, then fine. But the only reason why is that after Christmas, you're just thinking that we still want to be in Europe. So I think whether we're still in Europe, either way, we're going to be in Europe now. That's guaranteed already. So it's already like a positive where we've laid down the groundwork. We've got the first 2 wins. And now we need to try and win the group, so we're not playing those 2 extra games against somebody that's dropped down. But yeah, I'd much rather be in the Europa League than the Conference League. But I'll take the Conference League if, somehow...
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. See, it wouldn't. That's the beauty about it, isn't it? I wouldn't mind if we finished 3rd and went into that Conference League. I'd be quite happy. But I think, to answer Michael's question, we won't, because I think we're going to win this group. I think Freiburg are probably our hardest test in it, and we beat them away. So I don't see why we shouldn't win the group and go on. And but like I said, if we had 3 good teams in there and we finished 3rd, it wouldn't bother me.
No, mate.
I don't believe that's going to happen. I think we're going to win the group.
Yeah, now that we've won the first 2,
now we're record holders. We're record holders in Europe now, Stu. Hey, we're massive. So there's no reason why we just extend that record to a point, right, where it just can't be beaten. That's where we're going, mate.
See that? European record holders.
We'll see if Man City can catch up, because they, obviously won the Champions League last year. So they must have a few, on the consecutive at the moment, isn't they? Unbeaten. I don't know. I don't think they lost the game, did they, in their qualifyings? So we'll have to see if they can catch up.
Yeah, but
we'll see.
It's a tough task.
Struggling at Man City at the moment. They haven't got. You can have 10 Allens in your team, but if you aren't creating for him, he's not going to score, is he?
Yeah.
Mabani says regarding the bringing Kudos in, drop Antonio, like I have said, going in at number 9, Kudos in as a false 9 or 10. So
yeah, I think that looks. Yeah, I think she's right. Harmonie's right. That's the only way I can see him being played. Yeah, because you've got to keep Paqueta, you've got to keep Prowse in the team, you've got to keep Souček in the team, and Alvarez. All that midfield. I believe it. It fixes itself. So, and Bowen as well. He's got to play. So, who drops out? But like you said, it's a long season. Yeah. You know what I mean? We have, we've really almost got a full squad. Without any injuries. Well, injuries will come.
Yeah.
Things will change. They will change. So, I think he's going to get plenty of game time in the end.
That's a good question, Michael. I'll answer it first. I did say at the start of this season, now that he's got different players at his disposal, now that he's not going to rely heavily on Declan Rice, I said if he proves me wrong and I can see that he is changing, then I will. And he has done. Like Cieran's alluded to the fact that he took off. Normally he wouldn't. Souček actually scored a goal. He still So he's shown signs of he's willing to change. And I also said when we won the Europa League, I even said before that if we win it and then he stays, will that shake the monkey off his back? He's got a trophy, and will he think finally now? Because I get it. When you do as a manager, all those games you want to win something, right? Maybe now he's playing with a little bit more freedom where we're still. I don't know. We're not playing more. Maybe he's thinking actually he can loosen the shackles a little bit because now he's got a trophy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So I believe that he's adapted a little bit. Yeah, he's not the same rigid David Moyes that I was expecting. He has actually changed a bit, and he's utilizing the players that he has at his disposal now. So what was the question? You both wanted them gone. From what I've seen this season, still, Michael, a lot of the games they're horrible to watch. You understand? They are horrible. But I want to judge him when we play the likes of Luton, who we played, Sheffield United, and see is he gonna go on to these teams on the front foot. But so far, I'm pleasantly surprised with what I'm seeing, if that makes any sense. But I still am looking forward to the lesser teams and how he approaches them. Like, is it going to be us, just playing the same way, hoping to catch them on the break, or are we going to take the game to these teams? If so, then he's changed. So, yeah. In hindsight, I'm glad that we kept with him, because obviously look how well we're doing in Europe and the Premier League.
Yeah, I think the recruitment's made a massive difference to him, though. And if you go back to our first game of the season, we played Bournemouth. Now, we hadn't signed anyone at that stage. Yeah. We hadn't signed anyone, and he did exactly what he did last year. We went 1-0 up, and then he fucking parked the bus.
Yeah.
Where they were there for the taking. We should have gone on to win that game, and we didn't, and we let them back in, and they scored. He'd done exactly the same with the players he had. Now, since all these Alvarez has come in, and Kudos and Ward-Prowse especially, it's been different, and he's playing Souček in the preferred role. It's working, but it's still the same type of football, though. It's still mainly hold on, counter-attack. But when you've got the likes of Ward-Prowse, Paquetá, and Souček joining in with the front, it's working again. But it is the same type of Moyes ball. And do I give him credit for it? Yeah, he's done really well. We've done well, and there's no need to change anything at the moment. But if someone offered me Ange Postecoglou tomorrow, at any stage, I'd say yes, please. See you later, Mr. Moyes. Thank you very much. But that's how I feel about Moyes at the moment, mate. No, he's doing well. No need to worry about anything at the moment. We won't be fighting relegation this year. You can see with the quality of players in there, that's not happening. Are we going to be in the top 6? I don't think so either. I still believe we're between, around the 10th to 6th, around that maybe 12th. I think with Europe and everything else and the other cup competitions, we'll do all right. But I don't believe we'll be challenging for top 6. But Moyes has still got it in him that way he wants to play, and I don't think that's going to change. But when you are counter-attacking well with it, when Ward-Prowse is on it, when Paqueta's on, when Antonio's on beast mode,
Emerson,
it works really well.
Yeah.
But, long way. When it does, this is the thing. I'm just being consistent in what I say about Moyes all the time. I don't particularly want him now because he will continue with his football. When it works well, yeah, it's good. But there will be a period in this season where it doesn't. And then everyone will come out of the woodwork then, get rid of Moyes, which they're saying, no, he's great now. Stop flip-flopping. He's going to play this way, whatever, whether it's working or not. When it's working, it's great. When it's not, it's horrible. And it's horrible to watch, and you're not getting results. That's when, people see the real style of football we play when it doesn't work and how unentertaining it is. But at the moment, it's working. So long may that continue.
You know what? One thing I'd say that's changed my opinion. Last season, at any point last season, if you would have said, we're bringing in Dyche to replace Moyes, I'd have said, do it. You understand, these, I won't say substandard managers, but I would have done it. Now, like Cieran has said, if you say Postecoglou, fine. But now I wouldn't. If the talk was we're bringing in, one of the off that manager's mill, then I'll be like, nah, don't make no sense.
No,
exactly. Last year I would have been like, do it, because this is you understand. No. But now I think he's earned the right to say, okay, if West Ham do replace me like mid-season, it's got to be with a higher caliber. Last year you could have replaced him with anybody because it was that's what I'd changed, in my opinion.
It'd be better the devil than Titch than one of them dinosaurs as well. One that all them managers we have been linked with. Please stop.
Yeah,
there's no difference. But at the moment, I think most people are happy with him. Has been better. We still worry about them late substitutions where he doesn't recognise things maybe a bit earlier. But every team's got that, haven't they? No one's having a perfect season yet, are they? Even Man City, they showed, with them players they're missing. When you take De Bruyne out of their team and that Rodri and they lost Gundogan and Mahrez. They're not supplying Haaland now with the amount of supply he was getting last year. He was just getting at least 4 or 5 chances a game. And I watched it against Arsenal. I don't think they supplied him one. And that was the difference. That's the difference. And so Man City haven't got it on. Until they get De Bruyne back, they won't have it their own way this year.
Sorry, Stu.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say, just going back to Moyes' style of play.
Yeah.
Against Newcastle, it was working perfectly. And the thing is, we looked so exciting when we got the ball off them. And that's why I was frustrated with the cynical fouls that should have been, ultimately ended up in a red card. That's why I get Emerson's, waving that, because it's like they're having more of the ball now. But when we're breaking with these players that we have now, it looks exciting. We can see options. And the 2 times that Gamera's done what he's done, we've got, a man over, and you're looking at, we're going to create something. Do you understand? So when you play against Newcastle and you're still a bit pragmatic, but you play so explosive on the counter, I don't mind that, because it's like, okay, like it's you want more of the ball. But I'm saying when you're just doing it, regardless, whoever you're playing and all the time, but obviously, there's certain games, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, you have to kind of play like that and hope that, you can hold out and then catch them. But all these other teams, we definitely need to be more on the front foot. But anyway, sorry.
Also, right, I think, look, this is why I think West Ham are doing a lot better. Cieran touched on it a bit earlier on when he says about the recruitment. The thing is, right, when Moyes come into West Ham, he was in charge of recruitment, in charge of coach training, in charge of absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Do you think now, since you've got Tim Steiden there, you've got Matt Noble doing his thing, you've got Nolan won at coaching doing his thing. Do you think that's took a bit of pressure off of Moyes so he can solely concentrate on just focusing on getting the team ready for the games rather than doing everything else?
Well, you like to think so. You like to think so. And plus Steinen, like I said at the time, you know, when we done a show and he just signed Steinen, and I said it was the first time I saw West Ham look to the future with this guy. This guy is the future of recruitment at West Ham. And I said, I've never seen West Ham look ahead. And I went, wow, I thought I think he's the best signing we've made. Yeah. And I'm hoping it continues. Whatever signings you give him credit for, but he got them over the line. He got Kudos over the line, didn't he? And Mavropanos. And, you know, he's the boy out there chasing it, doing it. And I think it's massive. And he can identify players. So for the future of West Ham, I think he's looking now. You know, I mean, I don't be surprised if he's already lining up people for January if we need them, you know? Yeah. And I think that's a massive difference for West Ham. We just seem to, it appeared in days gone by, we come to a transfer window and go, right then, who do we need? Yeah. Right? I have no doubt that boys are out there looking at players now and trying to not necessarily negotiate a minute, but identifying who we might need. There was even a rumour today, see that with Hammer's chat, Charlie's boys, that two strikers we're linked to in one in Germany, and one at PSG, that tyake again, but another boy, I forget his name, at Stuttgart, who's
he scored 16 goals. No, he scored a lot of goals already. Is it a lot of
goals? Yeah, and so for that, I think the ex-West Ham employee league that we're looking at him. So if we look at him, Steinen's looking at him. He's part of that. So that's exciting. Whether that happens or not, there could be a lot of clubs in for it. But at least we're in the right track now. We're looking now. We're planning for the future. We know Paquetá is probably not going to be a long-term player for West Ham. Yeah. We know Bowen is now. That's one. Could two of them next summer or January could have been in. If Bowen hadn't signed his contract, he could have lost both of them. Yeah, and that's not good, because they're two important players at the moment. To lose one, well, you can plan for it. Even Paquetá at the moment, you can plan for it if he, a massive offer comes in and we take it. And I think that's what Steinen's doing. So, the future's looking bright.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think Kudos is a how do you pronounce his name? Steiden. Anyway, I think he signed him, right? And I also think that, there was a point where you don't know what Bowen's going to do. You don't know what, but I think someone like Kudos, yes, he's, you could double your money with him, potentially, no, not triple it, whatever. But you got to think, if you look at his qualities, and they would have known this beforehand. If Bowen goes, he can take that spot. If Paquetá goes, he can also take that spot. So they've been very smart in signing Kudos. All of the big clubs are interested in him, genuinely interested in him. So for Steiden to go out there, get that deal done, he's right. Kieran's right. He's a massive signing for West Ham. And I've got a feeling that Bowen, I think he's happy in his personal life, but I think the fact that he's committed to 7 years and come out and said he wants to stay here, I think behind the scenes, the talk must be everything that Bowen wants to hear in regards to the club division. And once again, it ties into kind of what's happening, I think, behind the scenes as well as on the pitch. So, yeah, it's that Tim Steiden is a very big signing for West Ham. And I don't want to be like a downer, but I'm just hoping that people don't see those qualities and we'll have him. You know, like a Man City or a Liverpool. You understand? I just hope that he can stay at West Ham and be part of the project without somebody.
I just hope Staunton's over there in West London now at the Brentford training pitch, having a word in Ivan Toney's ear hole. That'll do it for me.
Yeah, bloody hell. Imagine that.
It'll be a money demand in January, won't it?
Oh, I mean, they'll be queuing up. I think Mr. Postecoglou would like to have him. Maybe Arsenal too.
I think Arsenal, Spurs. Who else could be?
Man United could do with a striker, couldn't they?
They could, but they just bought that Hoyland for about 70 million shoe, didn't they? So they've got to give him time to work out. So I'm not sure Man United will be going in to buy another one, but you never know. Just to answer Michael's question about Lingard, now he went off to Saudi, Michael. He went off to, I think he went and joined Gerrard's team.
I think he fell through, didn't it?
Did it? All right, update, Michael. He fell through. He's still fucking wandering the planet doing TikTok dances. That's all he's doing, mate. If you want to see him, Michael, go to TikTok. Probably get a little dance or two.
So he's not on trial at Gerrard's team no more, no?
No. Apparently, no. Apparently, they decided not to take him back.
But he didn't even fulfill the whole month, because if you're saying already, like he can only be 2 weeks into that. So
apparently it didn't happen. It's fallen through. It didn't happen.
Yeah, he's not.
Well, I did nothing make a butt up to 7. Well, first question he probably asked were, can they get decent internet here from me TikToking? You know what I mean? He would have said to him, wouldn't it? To Gerrard, and Gerrard would have said, on your bike, pal. See you later.
Or Gerrard, as a Liverpool man, probably just invited him out there knowing that he's just going to like take the mick out of him and
piss him off.
See you later, mate.
If they wear the colours, I support them. No, there's not wrong with that, Robert. Man, he says, told you Leif Davis was my favourite player. I was that broken when we sold him.
Where's he gone to?
Championship club, remind me. We played against them.
Middlesbrough?
No.
Coventry?
Oxford, I think.
Ipswich? No, Oxford's not in Championship.
No, it might be Ipswich. Yeah, I think it is Ipswich. I think you're right. Mate. You're right.
Ipswich looking good, isn't it?
Yeah. Leicester as well.
They should have built against Leeds, if I'm honest.
Leicester have won 10, I think, and lost 1, ain't they? They haven't drawn any games. I think they've won 10 out of 11, I think.
Yeah, they lost to us, didn't they? And they shouldn't have lost to us. Out of all the teams, out of the 11 games we've played, they've been the best footballing team we've come across. And
you ain't played Leicester yet, have you? You ain't played Leicester yet?
No, we haven't played Leicester. We haven't played Norwich. We've got Norwich coming up, Stoke coming up, Huddersfield coming up. And Huddersfield have got that Darren Mooring.
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday manager, so I'm expecting a game and a half from them and all. Drop Antonio and put Kudos and Bowen up top. Spot on, brother Lawrence. Over and done. I will text my neighbours to let them know when I'm promised to be quick, otherwise they'll probably murder me. Yeah, it sounds about like my area, probably.
Half into the walls, Charlie. Half into them walls, boy. The Hoover's too hot, too noisy.
On Friday night, I was cleaning windows at 4 a.m.
I know a song about that when I'm cleaning windows.
Yeah. But it's funny. It's funny what he said there. On Friday night, I was cleaning the windows on Saturday morning. That's what he's written there.
He has weird hours, Charlie Walsh. Very weird hours, mate. He should be in Australia. That's where he should be.
Yeah.
Well, back in my weird days when I were a bit mad, I couldn't sleep one night. I was creosoting my front fence at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's normal. That's normal.
Well, we have it was pretty good lighting, so you could see all the fence. It was brilliant. I were mad. I were crazy. I am surprised to see West Ham doing so well this season, but as when Declan Rice went, you would struggle without him. But the signing of James Ward-Prowse looks to be a masterstroke.
Yeah, it was a masterstroke, Michael, and better than I expected, and a lot of other West Ham players or fans. And he has stepped up to the mark, and he's been bloody good, mate. And I realise now why Southampton liked him so much, and their supporters, because there's more to him than just set pieces. It's been fantastic. He has really been a good addition to the thing, and yet he still can't get into an England squad. You know, Henderson's still there.
Yeah,
and Phillips.
Yeah,
unbelievable, right? And we was talking about this, me and Titch, the other day, Stu. Phillips, right, can't even get into the Man City team. And the other night against Arsenal, they even put Bernardo Silva at the defensive midfielder rather than use him. And that's, you know, I mean, the writing's on the wall for him. There is no place at him for Man City. You know, there's always, you see Pep, he does have players that he keeps back and gets them up to a standard. I just don't think he's ever going to get it. He's going to be the one that's not going to achieve it. And how can he not be in that Ward-Prowse be in that England squad? You know, when you got the likes of Phillips and Henderson there, it's again bemuses me with Southgate. Really does.
Well, that's the England squad. I mean, you've got Sam Johnson, goalkeeper, Sam Johnson, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, who's no longer in Arsenal's plans. That Raya plays not just in Premier League, but he plays in Champions League as well. You've got defenders, Levi Colwell, I can understand. Louis Stunk, I can understand. Mark Gay, I'm not sure about him. I watched him for England and I wasn't impressed. Harry Maguire, another player who can't get in Man United team. John Stones, who's just coming back from injury. Tomori, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's never a defender in a million years. Midfielders, Jude Bellingham, Conor Gallagher, Jordan Henderson, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice. Forwards, Gerard Bowen, I'm glad he's been called up. Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, James Maddison, Eddie Nketiah, Marcus Rashford, who Man United fans want him dropped. Saka, who's injured, I believe. He's still injured. That's why he were out of the Man United game, Arsenal-Man City game, and Ollie Watkins. So he's got his favourites at Southgate, and the sooner he leaves as England manager, the better it'll be for everyone else to get a good look. And I thought you went on players on merit, not on bloody favouritism.
It's Stuart, if you go back to that lineup, that squad, they've only listed 5 midfielders, right? And the reality is this is what I believe anyway. James Ward-Prowse should be ahead of clearly Phillips, clearly Henderson, and also Conor Gallagher. He should be ahead of them, right? And the fact that he's not in the squad just tells me, and this is his prerogative, he just doesn't rate James Ward-Prowse. It is what it is. If he's not getting in and these people are getting in front of him, he personally doesn't rate him. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I've also noticed that we haven't even got a left back in that squad either. But yeah, Gallagher, Henderson, and Phillips on form. James Ward-Prowse should be in there at the expense of one of those players. So, yeah.
No, how can Henderson now? I love Henderson as a player. I think he's been a great player for Liverpool. He was a fantastic player, right? And he was, but he's at the end. How is he the future of the England team? He is not. He's at the end of his career, and it's showing. That's if he was still as good as he was, he'd still be at Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy to include him and not look to a younger player. You know, that's crazy. I just don't understand it. How many goalkeepers in there, Stu?
3.
Sam Johnson, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale.
I thought you named 4. I was going to say you don't need 4 keepers. It's crazy. Even 3, really. And England, 2 games for England. 2's enough.
Yeah. You know, Aaron Ramsdale's not going to. Sam Johnson ain't going to get minutes. We know that it'll be Pickford or Ramsdale. So you could save a place there. Harry Maguire. I mean, look, it's only friendlies, so it is friendlies, isn't it? It's not.
No.
Being qualifying.
No,
so
one is.
Take out Harry Maguire. He don't need him in there.
One's a qualified.
Take out Calvin Phillips, and what's Conor Gallagher done for Chelsea? Really, he could take that 4 players he could take out to give 4 new people a chance, and he hasn't. He just hasn't done it.
Where is Raheem Sterling? How is Rashford in there?
Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, where's Sterling?
He's been on fire for Chelsea. Regardless of how Chelsea results have gone, he's the boy that's really been on fire for them. He should be in there. And you remember, I'm delighted Bowen's got a pick there. But if Saka was fit, would he be there?
Saka is there.
No, Saka's injured, but in the squad, Cieran. He's picked him, even though
he's in the squad.
He's in the squad, yeah.
Yeah, because apparently, I think Southgate said he might pick him for a friendly match against Australia tomorrow. And we've got a game coming
tomorrow. Australia tomorrow we play.
Yeah.
Australia, yeah, you're playing Australia, mate. Playing Australia at Wembley. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Match. And we've got after that, we've got Italy.
Italy, yeah, in the qualifier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and this is the thing. You know, he talks, like, Maguire and Phillips, he's picking them based off of what they've done for England. But, okay, look at what Sterling has done for Gareth Southgate in England. And he's also in form and playing. So I don't get why he's not in the squad at all.
No, it's baffling. It's really baffling. Amani says, Kudos and Alvarez and Mavro are all magnificent too, not just when James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, you bet right, Harmonie. Yeah, Alvarez especially. Yeah, made a big difference.
No worries, Titch, my man. And Miles behind me comments, guys. I agree with Titch. I don't think Kudos needs to start having a strong bench. He's super useful. Listen, Lawrence, if I had Pineapple, it'll be lobbing on my pizza right now. I thought he should have brought him on earlier. He could have run at the midfield could run at the midfield 2, of which one was on the other cards. But sound of it though, Robert, none of them are ever going to get sent off for Newcastle anyway.
Yeah.
Top, do you have pineapple on gammon? My wife does. Maybe a controversial option, but when Antonio gets subbed off, I'd put Paqueta up front and play Kudos at number 10. I loved the little bits we've seen of this.
Yeah, I think Aidan Welly, you could, yeah, that could work. You could. I think you could put Paqueta anywhere, but unlike Antonio, Kudos and Paqueta, they're very, very composed on the ball. Generally, they're going to pick a pass and it's going to get to the destination. So, yeah, when Antonio's not in beast mode, he kind of looks terrible. And when he's in beast mode, he looks fantastic. So, but yeah, you could operate. Yeah, I don't know. Either of those players, I think, yeah, Kudos, Paqueta, Bowen could technically play down the middle.
Well, the beauty about that, what Charlie's saying there, is we can switch these players around. We can have a fluid front three.
Yeah,
that can move. You know, the Kudos to the right, Bowen into the middle, Bowen back out to the right, Paqueta backing him up front, pushing him up front, having Kudos behind it. But there's so many options there now where we never had before. Exactly. We didn't really have it. We had such a stagnated team that relied on Antonio up front to give him the ball and hold it. That's it. Now I think we've got more options, and we've got more options to change the game as it goes on. Again, I'd like to say Moyes just to do it a bit earlier when you can recognise where we are, and he doesn't do it early enough. And I think Kudos showed that when he came on. I mean, it took him about 9 minutes to get him on the bloody pitch from when he stood at the side of the pitch.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it. Should I get him on yet? Or shouldn't I?
But yeah, that's the only criticism of that. But yeah, I think we have got options off the bench, and it's nice to have players that can affect the game coming off the bench. Brilliant.
Do you know why I think Charlie's theory can work? And I said Paqueta can play anywhere. When Paqueta came to West Ham, I didn't know a lot about him. Like I said, I heard from a Brazilian football expert, and he was saying, listen, this guy can play as a 6, an 8, a 10, and all of that.
Yeah.
What they didn't mention is the role he's playing now, which is kind of off the left-hand side, where he's linking up with Emerson. So he's already, I believe, started to not master, but he's now it's an unfamiliar position with him, and he's took it like a duck to water. So why would he not be able to just play as a false nine? Or, it's like
And it's amazing, Titch, isn't it? We play him in the middle there where he plays, and he loves it. He loves the tackle, doesn't he? He loves getting in, and he can play in it. But then we throw him out on the left, and if it's not going to be him there, it's going to be Ben Rama or Fornals, and he's better than both of them on the left as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing, really. He can cover 4 or 5 positions.
Yeah,
he's that good,
and effectively in all of them as well. Not just we just stick him there. That's what I'd say. We put him wherever, and he's the flashes of brilliance from this guy. He's so calm on the ball. He gets out of trouble, and when he does do a skill, 9 times out of 10 it actually comes off. He's not just doing it and losing the ball. So
no, he does. There were times against Newcastle he lost the ball poorly in poor positions, but you're going to get that with him.
Yeah,
the man, that creative sort of player he is, he's going to do a trick now and again that doesn't work. Yeah, but when it does, mate, it brings a smile to your face, and he will try that ball that others won't. That'll come off, and it'll be brilliant. And he's going to lose the ball here and there, and it frustrates me sometimes. But mate, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Yeah. All day long, I'll take that. That losing the ball here and there, as long as you're doing something with it here and there as well. People accept that.
Right. Just pause this on this for you. James Ward-Prowse should be in the England squad. The reason why I've paused it is I run a poll before we started. Basically, it's had the 12 votes. The question was, did James Ward-Prowse deserve an England call-up? Interesting numbers, though, Titch, right? 75% of people said yes.
Yeah.
17% of people said no, and 8% of people said unsure. So I want you to try and explain to the no one unsure why you should have a place in the England team. And thank you for the 12 votes, everybody. I'm going to wait for now.
I can, it's just, it makes sense because we're looking at it now from a West Ham perspective. Would we be so much of an advocate for James Ward-Prowse if he was doing this for Southampton? I personally would be. With the players that's in there, if he was doing this for Southampton, what he's doing for West Ham in the Premier League, I would be. But I'm saying, all those people that voted, they're not all West Ham fans.
Yeah.
Any West Ham fan that would have voted on that poll, they would have said, yes, he should be.
Well, I would have voted yes if I could vote myself.
So we're looking more closely at James Ward-Prowse. And maybe some people have voted and they haven't seen what we've seen, only because, they're not invested in. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it makes sense. It's not going to be... some people that just say no, it could be they haven't even seen him this season. It's just, James Ward-Prowse, the Southampton boy. Maybe that's how they've based their opinion.
Yeah,
rather than knowing the facts. Yeah.
Fair
enough. That's fair enough.
You got to remember now he's playing for European record breakers in Europe, right? He should be considered, and you got to consider Ward-Prowse's age, right? If he can't get into that squad now, probably playing the best he's played with, to have the start he's had for this season, he's never getting in that England squad when Southgate's there. You've basically told him, mate, that's you for England. You ain't ever going to get picked. He needed to be doing it now, and all he can do is perform on the pitch to be available to be picked, and he's done that. He's upheld his side of it, and Southgate is still ignoring it. So that's him finished, really, with the England squad. So I think it's hard on him. It's unfair when you think of Henderson being in front of him and Phillips. I can't understand that. I really don't, because they are not the future of England at all. Especially Henderson. He's at the end of his career. My word, Henderson should not be going to them Euros.
And you think about the Euros when we lost the final. Henderson was already on the decline in regards to Southgate's view of him because it was Phillips and Rice that was starting. So if you're phasing him out, why is he still there when there's a tournament coming up? Do you understand? It makes no sense whatsoever.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to be totally rude to Saudi Arabian League, and I don't mean to be, and I apologise in advance. But have they actually started yet their season?
Yeah, I think they're
right.
I don't know, 8 or 9 games in. Let me check. They have started, yeah. I don't.
Because I'll be honest with you, Titch, I could tell you who's at top. I couldn't tell you who's at bottom.
No, I don't know.
I think Kudos plays when Alvarez gets suspended and James Ward-Prowse drops into his spot.
Yeah, they're 9 games in, Stu. And the top
Is
team...
the leader the favourite to win it then, more or less? What I mean by that is there any surprises?
I don't know who's... but Al Hilal is the top team. And their squad is... Mitrovic is in that team. I thought Benzema was in it, but obviously not. Ruben Neves is there. That's the top team, but I'm not sure who. Oh, Benzema's at Al Ittihad, I think. They're in 4th. Is he there? Yeah. So Cristiano Ronaldo team's in 3rd place, and I think Ronaldo's top of the goal scoring charts with 10 goals. Yeah.
See, again, though, if these players were much good, Cieran, like Benzema, I mean, that would have shocked him going to that league. I get it, but if players like Henderson were any good, he'd be at a team like Sheffield United, who's just got promoted. You wouldn't just drop off at the face of a cliff if you still had something to offer to the game. Now, no one went in for Henderson. It were a Saudi Arabian team, So it proves that it's not to that level anymore.
No, and it proves he's a greedy bastard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's the boy who was giving it large about the LGBTQ, the alphabet community, right? when we had the Qatar World Cup, trying to point out what the West should be telling them how to live their lives, and then he goes to Saudi Arabia. What a hypocrite! An absolute hypocrite. And I think anyone who goes to, if I was part of the national team, anyone that left, top football to go to the Saudi league, not because of the politics, but the fact that you've given up on your career, just gone there for money, I wouldn't pick you for anything. I don't care how good you are. I wouldn't pick you. I'd look to the future then. Henderson, he's at that age as well. I don't understand it. He's gone to a league where it's not that competitive. It's nothing. It's a nobody league, man. Man, I remember years ago, the All Blacks, right? It didn't matter how good you were in the All Blacks rugby team. If you did not play in New Zealand, you didn't get picked. If you left for the riches of English rugby union, that's it. Your career as an All Black is over. I don't know if that's changed now, but they stood by that. We want you to be playing in the leagues it makes our league in New Zealand better. It makes our players. And when they did do that, they were the best in the world at it. They were the best team in the world by far. And they've dropped off lately. And I wonder whether that has changed. Henderson should not be considered for that England squad as soon as he went to Saudi. That's one reason. The other reason, he's past it at that level. He's past it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Look to a younger player to take his place. And a player that's on form, which is Ward-Prowse. And that's not West Ham goggles on. That's just common sense. And if it weren't Ward-Prowse, it should be another young, good player there. It doesn't bother me, but it should not be Henderson.
No,
crazy.
I agree. Didn't Australia cricket used to be the same though, Cieran? You had to play in Australian league. No,
not really, because of they were happy with their cricket players to go to England because of the time difference. Our winter's your summer. So what it did do is they played in Australia for our summer, but yet they could then go have another summer in England. And keep playing. So that's why they were so good. They were playing county cricket in England as well as playing cricket here. So they basically could play cricket all year round.
Wow.
Kept them fitter and better, rather than like England, the winter, forget it. You've got to go on tour, haven't you, to play any cricket once England's winter kicks in. So it makes a difference. So Australian, you in certain parts of Australia here, you could play cricket all year round. But for a lot of them players like Shane Warne and all that, they all went and played county cricket and then came back.
And obviously Australia, yeah, like you're right, they benefited from that.
Yeah, and they benefit from it.
Mm.
Kudos played more games at 9 or 10 than he has in the midfield, but can also play it on the left wing too. I hope they are all fair trade coffees. Wink. Well, it is my vice and treat. Love it. No seeks, booze or drugs. Keeps me happy. Good lass of mine.
Yeah,
Robert,
look
I
at you.
even know the farmers' names. Very decent sources. Very good. Leo's been gone a while. Must be running out for a West Ham kit. Yeah, he's back now. Brother Lawrence is back. Stu is slower than Ben Rama at keeping up with the chat. I know. I'm sorry. But when people are in free flow, I don't interfere. I'm trying not to interfere when they're talking as much.
And then Harmonie.
Very slower than my moisture. Slower than a moisture stew. Can you remind us how many got with us? Wow.
You're getting it now, Stu. You're getting it now, boy.
Robert says chat's on form tonight. It is. Hermione, unlike those other vices, the studies I have seen have convinced coffee is good for you. Yeah, it's good. Good for the heart, good for the mind. It is pure gold, Wally. Geezer can smoke 4 cigarettes before Stu updates the chat.
Yeah, I think that's good for you, see.
I've heard that West Ham could lease a new piece of land for the training ground in. You say that word.
Hainault. That's Hainault. All right.
Is that spelt correctly? Yeah.
Hainault.
Yeah.
No,
Where
there's an L. There's an L on it.
Oh, where is that?
AULT. It's just in Hainault. Just into Essex there. You're going into where was it? Near Chadwell Heath.
Oh, okay.
Not far from that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just inside of Essex.
To be evicted or something from the land or something.
I used to play golf. In Hainault. I remember that. My niece actually lives there in Hainault.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just going out into Essex, right? Up the A12, right?
So it's an L before the T.
Yeah, it's AULT, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lingard scored dating Gerrard's team in a friendly, to be fair. Right, we'll have to check that. Lee, did Lingard score for Gerrard's team? Because I've heard that it fell through. What is the safe point number in the championship? Like 40 in the Prem?
I think it's about 46, I think, in the championship. I think
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I think it's about 46.
Not many more games, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, you're nearly there, Stu.
Yeah. One bridge at a time. That's what we need to do. One bridge at a time. I'm just taking one game at a time.
I said, see me. All right, fair enough, mate.
I think it's around 44 points. Thanks, Hermione. Henderson or Rice? All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Robert Austin, I was on the show when that went down. Good old days. Yeah, that was funny. Well, I remember watching that. You guys are whack. Yep. Good job.
Yeah, Henderson definitely was. Yeah.
Even
Peach knew Henderson was shit then. He knew he shouldn't be picked then. Peach knew that.
Yeah, what a night. I agree. I miss those days. Pickford over Pope is nonsense too.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, hold on. Sorry, yeah, she's right. Why is Pope not in the squad? Because it's Ramsdale.
It's picked Sam Johnson.
Yeah, I'm saying like.
No, I'm agreeing with Southgate on this. I think Pickford's a better keeper than all of them.
Yeah, no, I don't mind Pickford. I don't mean that. I'm saying why is Pope not in the squad?
Well, you'd think Pope would be there, yeah.
Yeah, he's not in it. So you've got Ramsdale, who's obviously not playing. Another one who's not playing. And then you've got Sam Johnson of Palace. Is he at Palace now?
He's doing well though when he's having a good season for him.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that Pope's not in the fold. Like Cieran said, you don't need 3 goalies, but you'd think that Pope would be one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Lee, my man, good to have you back, and the update.
I had to go in the wind was cut across me. So,
How you doing?
Saka's pulled out of the England squad, but not been replaced. He's back in at Arsenal doing recovery work. Thanks, Harmonie, my lovely.
So you could have put Sterling in there as a replacement then.
But he
How you
shows
doing?
not
yeah,
to.
How you doing, Happy?
Good to see you, Happy. I'm all right, love. Good to see you. Happy. Tonali, Newcastle, and Zinali of Villa have been sent home from the Italy squad for betting breaches. Pulled off the training pitch tonight.
Wow.
What TF is going on? I really hope Son and Rice
Well,
have been betting.
we've never had that sort of betting scandal at West Ham, mate. Never.
Never. And the thing is, obviously, West Ham is playing Italy without those two players. Shit.
Early,
If he's on the loose, be scared, be very scared. All the time. Yeah, Happy was. Right. What if, hold on a minute, right, here you go. A question for you, boys. What I find interesting about Paqueta on the left, previously saw him play there for both Milan and Lyon, and he was rubbish. With the current system we've got, he's incredible there.
Yeah. That's down to Davide Moisa.
Yeah. That's just super. Moist ball, mate. Moist ball.
That's his new
Did you
name in
see-
Europe after we've set the record. Davide Moisa.
I don't know whether it's because they're both Brazilian, but him and Emerson really link up well on that left.
Yeah.
I know he's Italian, Emerson, but he's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian.
But they linked that goal we scored against Newcastle, mate. When you see Emerson before Paquetá had even got the ball, he was on that run. It was like it was on a training field. He'd made that run already, and he just clipped it over the top, and he put it past the keeper and squared it to Soucek. I think it was a great goal. But that was a goal. It didn't even have to wait to see what Paquetá was going to do. Emerson had gone.
Yeah.
And, I think that's part of it too. These boys link up well and doing really well with it. Great.
There was an article in today's Metro paper. Kevin Nolan. He wants to give Eden Hazard a trial at West Ham. Would that be a good move?
Nah. I think if he's retired, he wasn't great at Real Madrid. I think he just had enough of football. I think he's done what he's done. I think he's had enough. I mean, you can try and encourage or take a horse to water, but I just don't think he's interested. So it sounds good. Hazard is still only 32, but if he's retired, he's done. He's not interested anymore. It wouldn't make any sense. We wouldn't see anything from Hazard. I'd rather have I'd rather have Lingard than Hazard because of the impact that Lingard would have on a pitch compared to Hazard. He's finished.
If you could have the Hazard that was the Hazard at Chelsea, oh yes, please. I thought he was one of the best players we've seen in the Premier League.
Exactly.
What a wonderful, wonderful player. But like I said, Titch, if he's knocking on the head now, he might think, I've had enough of this now. He's probably not that bothered. But
what I think, he wasn't playing. He rarely played at Real Madrid in his time there.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same player at all. So he's gone 4 seasons with not really playing any football. They're bringing him on sometimes with a minute to go and all of that. So it's not like just the end of the last season, he's knocked it on the head. I think for maybe the cartel of the season, he's thought, you know what? I'm done with this now. It would make no sense.
It's a shame because wonderful player.
And he's still relatively young as well.
It's the same situation as Lingard for you, isn't it? It's the same situation as trying to sign Lingard now. It just won't work, would it?
No, even more so. I think Hazard is, and he's been obviously started at Lille or wherever before Lille, Chelsea, Real Madrid, to retire and then come to West Ham. He's quit at the top. Even though he wasn't playing for them, he's quit at Real Madrid. It just wouldn't work mentally. He couldn't get up for playing for West Ham because of where he's at now. So let him just retire. That's what he wants to do.
I'll move you on the Paqueta frustration. So 9 of us are clued up. and clever than other three are not very well. That must be the
poll.
quiz. I told you I'm miles behind with chat, guys. I am clever. I have to run. You should see this on the stream tomorrow. Great stuff, mates. West Ham are massive everywhere we go.
See you later, Laura.
See you
Just
later.
sold my house to James Ward-Prowse.
Well, no one.
See you later, brother Lawrence, mate. Take care. Love it. Happy. Later, Larry. Robert's waving. Brother Lawrence, latest dude. Oh man, smiling. Yarmolenko scored tonight.
Did he?
Was it a qualifier? Or a friendly Harmony?
Good old Yarmo. Well done.
Mm. Oh, that's
Harry are the Neymar Mitrovic team. Then Mitrovic, Savic, Malcolm, Neves, and Koulibaly.
Yeah, because
he were another player who did do out at when he come to Chelsea. Koulibaly.
Did he go to Koulibaly? Did he go out there then?
Yeah, he went at the start of the season.
Wow.
Mendy from Chelsea's gone there, the keeper.
Wow. Yeah, money talks. Boys, money talks.
Looks like a load of old gibberish, Charlie. Pride and passion for playing is overtaken by the pound signing. Yeah, you're spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on, Yamaret.
What?
Spot on.
What I would say is, I've got no issue with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo going there. No issue with the likes of Benzema going there. These people have done it all, you know. And look at the age they're at. You understand? Like they once again they've earned that right. But yeah, some people just
Neves, he shouldn't have gone.
Never is in his prime, so he's
Crazy.
But yeah, you know, I think that's what the league really and truly. That's how I picture the league is like. Because as a Saudi Arabian, I wouldn't be happy with the influx. Yeah, you do. I think the MLS used to do it as well. You know, when they're at the end of their careers, you know, like Cristiano Ronaldo, he's going to bring a lot of attention. Benzema. Yeah. But I still think you have to be mindful of the players from within that country. Let's try and make, you know, the national team strong rather than just bringing all of the foreigners. That's what they're doing. But yeah, I think even that, I don't like the way that they're doing it when they could invest more in you know, their own and just bring in a few renowned stars and that. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Unless you know what's going on there, they probably are investing in their own as well, Titch. This is the thing. I mean, they've got, you know, limitless amounts of money. Yeah. So, you know, that America had done it in the days of George Best going to the American League and Bobby Moore, Pele. You know, that just to bring the profile of the league up. It's just when you start seeing younger players going there at their prime, then you go, well, really, that's a bit strange. Then you know it's all money orientated.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, yeah, the likes of Henderson and all of that, you've got players like that over there, but I'm saying, like, surely within their ranks and that, you know, like he's potentially taken a place away from a young Saudi Arabian midfield. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I understand when it's the top quality or the quality older players, but when you're just bringing in anybody, it seems anybody, you understand? Anyone like Lingard almost, or maybe still can make it out there as well, which is just anyone foreign goes out there.
I know what you're saying. Another one who's complimenting you, Cieran. FF, I'm assuming that's you. You look different. Can't put my finger on it though. Anyway, I hope everyone is fine and dandy. Yeah, I'm very good. Told you you're looking good, Cieran.
That might not be a compliment, though. She just said he looked
different. Yeah, I think you can take that both ways with that Everett, I'll tell
you. Did you see Paqueta leaving West Ham in the January? Do you see West? It all depends on if he clears his name, doesn't it? Do you see Paqueta leaving West Ham in January window as Man City were keen and then but we're put off by the fact that he could face a similar sort of band like Ivan Toney?
It's always possible, isn't it? Look, the right offer comes in, I think we'll take it. You know, I think we know now because of that when Man City were interested, I think we've got a release clause on him for 85 million. So if that came, unfortunately, you'd lose him. But I think West Ham would take it.
You know,
yeah, it's a possibility. It depends whether Man City are still interested, and I think they might be.
I think that it might depend on where we're at in the season, but I think because of the length of his contract, just like with Declan Rice, we kind of knew when I think West Ham really and truly, now that he hasn't gone, we should be saying, look, we're keeping him to the end of the season. You know, if you come in with the right bid, just put it to rest early. You know, we know what the fee is, 85 or beyond. If they want to come in with 100 in January, then it's different. I'm saying, like, just say to people, listen, Paqueta's going nowhere, right? He's not going nowhere until, you know, if he is, it would be in the summer. Put that to bed. Do you understand? I don't see the sense in selling him January now that he's still here.
I don't want to. I mean, I want him for another. You know, I'd rather have him for 3 years and then sell him, which ideally, and like all players, and then make money on them. I don't mind that sort of business model, but I don't want to. But is it a possibility if Man City by January, you know, are not on top of the league? Is it possible they come in with 100 million for him? Oh yeah, it is possible.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense, Cieran. Like I said, if he's release clause of 85, that's got to be done in the summer. Man City, if they are desperate in regard to, look, we get him in, then 100. If it's above that, then of course you take that. Yeah, then you take it. So, but if West Ham have got plans already, look, if 85 comes in January, we sell him. That don't make no sense to me. Do you understand? Like, what you can wait till the summer and get the same fee. So. Yeah, it might just depend on Man City. And I also I believe that Liverpool may, even though it hasn't been made public, I think that they might be looking at him as well, like what he could add to that team as well. I just don't know if they've got the funds.
In Premier Liverpool, though, they've got that Solskjaer or whatever it's called, Anthony, who can do that same sort of role.
Yeah, but, you know, Salah possibly will leave at the end of the season. So, yeah, he might be part of a potential, you know, the second part of this new rebuild and all of that. So yeah, I believe that they rate him. You understand? So it wouldn't surprise me if they was maybe thinking, could we get the funds for Paqueta as well, rather than just Man City. But
any Premier League team who don't rate Paqueta are ignorant because of what and I mean any team, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Man United. Any team who don't rate Paqueta now are ignorant. They really are, because we all know what he brings to what he brings to the team. We all, even non-West Ham fans, will know what Paqueta brings to West Ham.
Do you know what? He's quite a rarity in the fact that he's a flair player, but he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's graceful, but he's gritty. Do you understand? He can basically
absolutely.
Do it.
He's like your attacking 10 and your defensive midfielder rolled into one.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a lot of qualities.
He's strong. He's good in the air. He can
even leap.
Yeah.
Did you see that goal, Stuart, the other week? Did you see that goal?
Yeah.
Was that against Freiburg?
It was.
He leapt like salmon. It was Ronaldo-esque leap. It was a Ronaldo-esque leap, mate. Banged it in.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that kind of a leap on him, but he has. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's a bit special.
I would, you know what? When he leaves West Ham, I would rather. You see, back in the day before Real Madrid, now they're going for youth, and but back in the day, that would be a player they're having him. You understand? So. Not now, I don't think, but yeah, I'd rather see him go abroad when he does leave West Ham rather than play against us.
You see, so the feeling I'm getting from you two guys is you'd be happy. You were happier to lose Rice than what you would be to lose Paqueta.
Absolutely, Stu. I'll be more gutted to lose Paqueta than I would Rice. You know what I mean? I always knew Rice was going. He was never going to stay. You know what I mean? He turned down about 3 contract offers. No, I'll be more gutted about losing Paqueta, especially if we don't get 3 years out of it. That's what I want. Yeah.
And what you respect in Rice is hard work, determination, you know, an engine. But when you're looking, the football's an entertainment business, and Paqueta, what he brings visually is, you know, it's far above what Rice does. You know, different quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm saying, just watching him, yeah.
Him and Kudos are right up my street as players in the team. They really are. You know, it's like having Brooklyn and Devonshire back in. Fantastic. They're entertaining.
Those two on the pitch together is
If Paqueta were an English player, it'd be 125, 150 easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be
a lot more than what Rice is.
Because how old is he? He's 20. Is he 25 or 26?
Look, Paqueta's age, Grizzly, while we go through this. It's meant to near Fairlock.
That's Hainault, Stu. Fairlock's just down the road. Yeah.
Robert says, Cieran, I play golf there. Need you like the top or bottom course?
Yeah, mate. I used to play both, and I think I preferred the bottom course, Robert. Then it's been it's so many years since I played there. But I used to love playing at Hainault. Really busy course, and the car park used to be full of black cabs. There's a lot of black cab drivers out in Essex because they all used to park up there and play golf. But yeah, I used to like the bottom course.
But yeah, that's a good.
Lingard
is that team.
That's a good question, Cieran. I mean, Stuart. How much would Paqueta? Yeah, if Lee, I think he's 26. How much realistically would Paqueta be worth if he was English? Because
he'd be up with Grealish and Rice, wouldn't he? What he's worth, if not more.
I'm thinking more. I'm genuinely thinking.
Yeah, it could be more. Yeah, absolutely. 120 million. Yeah, sure.
Paqueta is 10-6.
Yes, he's 26.
6. Perfect. That's it's a perfect age for a player. Yeah, got the best years in front.
Yeah, I think he would be the most expensive British player. English player, British player, same thing. I reckon they'd value him about 120, 130. I reckon. Yeah,
I'd say so. In this mad world of transfers that there is, and it is a crazy world that we live in now, where 100 million is becoming a norm for a top player. It's crazy. Yeah. But if that is the norm, then he's worth more than 100.
Yeah, I agree with Charlie. I think he will stay at West Ham until we know for certain what is going on with his band. If he has done anything, he's still denying that he hasn't done anything wrong, though, isn't he?
I don't think he'll get done for it, Stu. Actually, it's done as a favour when you think about it. I think he was gone.
He was.
Without that ban, I think he was gone. Did the investigation into it. I think he might have left. So he's done as a favour. So, but I don't think he'll get done for it anyway. But we'll see.
And by all accounts, like from reports and that, he's been the ultimate professional, regardless of even when the bid came in. Even before this betting thing came out, he was getting on with what he's doing. Yeah, and obviously you can understand. Of course, you're going to want to entertain that, but he never, kicked up any fuss or anything like that. So,
if ever there were questions about his character, well, that answered them, didn't it?
Exactly. Unlike the one that they signed instead of him from Wolves, he went on strike. Who did they sign? What's his name again? Who did they sign from Wolves as instead of
Mateo
Nunes, and then look, he went on strike and all of that once they showed an interest in him. Obviously,
that way. Yeah, well, he's as soon as that happened, I'll be honest with you, I thought Pep Guardiola was going to say no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't like that. For me, that's the red flag. But
straight away, I agree. Amani says that Hassan's been picking up his retirement money for at least the past 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. He's logged out a long time ago.
Then got to go down to West Ham ground, and he got me a shirt with Kudos on the back.
Oh, Adam switched as well. Is he?
Yeah.
I hope he spelled it properly. Not that Kudos.
Hey, There you go, mate. We become, European record holders, and everyone's jumping on board. Love it.
Still
Good for
singing
you,
I'm
Adam.
Forever Blowing Bubbles to Shirley Ann all the time.
Who sings it?
So,
Does she? Yeah, Scylla knows. She knows.
yeah, I've said, look, I just, keep me well out of it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
she's
I
a lead
reckon.
fan in disguise.
I reckon the whole family chimes in as well. I reckon you all sing that to the babies.
Hammers have had his back and shown loyalty to him. I see him paying that back. He will stay, I feel.
Well, I hope you're right, Harmony. I hope you really are right with that. That'd be great. I mean, if we had him for 3 years and he moved, fair play to him. But I'd love to hold on to him for that.
Wait, hold on.
He turned 21st year in the summer.
Yeah, 26.
26,
Yeah, I was going to say.
he turned 26 in the summer. Everyone only listen to Lee and never make it. That's why Lee's Charlie, you're the watchman king. Lee's the research kid. You're so right, Cieran, about the black cabs still the same.
Still the same, Robert, is it? Yeah. Always remember that. Yeah.
Latest score on the World Cup qualifier, Colombia 2, Uruguay 2. Darwin Núñez just scored a late penalty from Marcelo Bielsa, Uruguay, and Sinisterra has come on as a late substitution for Colombia. Ooh. He got me one with the home kit. Burgundy, we blowing bubbles, West Ham, ha ha ha. Good for you, Adam. Good for you. And look at that. I've caught up with chat, everybody. I've actually caught up with chat.
Bloody hell.
So, I mean, I don't like these international breaks because I didn't even know England squad got announced until today. I'll be honest with you. It don't interest me. It don't interest me at all because you know what? So he's going to pick the same players. He's going to pick the same team. But
I'd just like to think, I like you, Stu, I'm not really interested. But the fact that they're playing Australia at Wembley, for Bowen, that would be a childhood dream, wouldn't it, playing at Wembley? He's had about 4 caps, hasn't he? He's never played at Wembley. Yeah, and what where World Cup should be. It would have been fantastic for him. I hope Bowen gets a few minutes or he gets a start. We'll see, but it'd be nice for him. Just to tick that one off the list, isn't it? Bucket list sort of thing.
James Ward-Prowse will be even better for West Ham now because he'll be determined to prove a point to Southgate.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think so. I think he will be. I mean, I heard that he was gutted. I heard that he was gutted about not getting picked, but he'll just get his head down. He's a professional, isn't he? He's a modern professional. He's James Ward-Prowse. He'll get his head down and just get on with it. But I think this will be Southgate's last tournament anyway. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed anyway.
Moyes. Moyes in England. He'll be in England team next, won't he? Moyes will be running it.
Imagine that.
Charlie boy.
Charlie boy, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. CBBBB. I really want to go to West Ham ground. Would you guys recommend? Of course, I'd recommend it. But even my dad's been to West Ham ground, and he says it's better than Tottenham Stadium. Adam, that's what my dad says. Anyway, he says it's got more character than the Tottenham Stadium. Charlie boy, hey Charlie boy. I might go and watch them play, but I will never wear their shirt or blow a single bubble.
Yeah, right. You're a season ticket holder there, Harmony. Come on. You can't fool us. You're there every week, mate. Your best mates, sitting around your mates and all that.
And when she
they've got the leads, anyway, isn't it?
When she cleans my mansion, she's got a Hammers apron and all that as well. So yeah, she's
But you will secretly got all that West Ham membership without a knowing Titch.
Yeah,
I bet she still doesn't know we've got her it.
She begged me for it actually. So.
Yeah.
She's Harmony the Hammer.
Tell you something though, Titch, right? As you know, I watch a fair few YouTube channels. But I haven't been of late. I haven't been of late. I've just kept away from it. But even the Spurs fans have now turned. Do you know what I mean? Now that they're on about, North London is ours and all this sort of thing. They're at top of the table after 8 games played and stuff. And, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't Tom always been the bridesmaid? When it comes to Premier League and comes to, at least West Ham, you know what, the fans don't expect them to win everything all the time, do they?
Mm.
No, you can understand why Tottenham fans, they've had a few years of absolute hell, really, haven't they, Tottenham? Really getting slaughtered by everyone. They became a bit of a banter club, didn't they? Everyone giving it to them. The managers in and out, never got any better. So, they're in, like all of us, when you turn up to it, especially when you go as a season ticket holder and turn up every week or every fortnight to watch your team, you want to enjoy it. And for the first time in years, their fans are enjoying it. There's no way they're winning the league, or they'll be lucky to finish in the top 4, Tottenham. But their fans are actually enjoying the football, win or lose, and they've had a great start. So I can understand why they're a little bit lively at the moment. I think like all fans deserve a little bit, a bit of joy now and again. We really do. When you're paying all that money and making that effort, and you invest so much into your team. I know I like slagging off Tottenham on that, but all fans deserve a little bit of joy, and they've got it at the moment. So why not just enjoy it while it's there? That's it.
They're definitely getting entertained with the football they're seeing and watching, aren't they? There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're nowhere near the top club yet. You can see they battled against Sheffield United, only just about won against Luton. But they did get the results, and they're putting points on the board, and they haven't lost, have they? So good luck to them. I think more so good luck to Big Ams, because I really like him. But they might as well enjoy it while they're there, because they won't be. I don't believe they'll be anywhere near the top 2 by the end of the season. But who knows what they could do? When you bring in a manager like that and see the results, Levy might go in January, right? What do you want? Who do you want? And they could make a push. But it'll all be down to see how he gets back, because the signing he's brought in at the moment are doing well for him. That Van der Ven, me and Titch are talking about, he looks a quality centre half, that boy. That's a good signing. And I think they need another striker. And they say, imagine them signing Tony in January.
Yeah.
What if Tony turned up at Tottenham? Wow. That could make a difference.
Don't forget, they went out of the Carabao Cup at the first round. They're not in Europe. So if they do bring in what's needed in January, then for me, I think they probably will. If the season follows on as it has, then they top 4 for them has got to be a real possibility, because they don't have other commitments now other than the FA Cup when that starts. They're in a good position, but people have pointed out the fact that they have played out of those 8 games. They've played the 3 promoted teams already, so not to discredit them, but their games will get tougher than what they've had thus far.
Titch, can I ask you about another manager who I've got a lot of respect for, but seems to be struggling, Erik ten Hag, Man United. Now, for obvious reasons, I don't bother if Man United do well or not. I'm not interested. But can Erik ten Hag turn it round there? Because he were on verge of getting sacked if it won't for that win against Brentford. It's give him state of execution. If you see,
is that what they're saying? Yeah.
Yeah. He were on verge of getting sacked. Apparently, yeah.
Listen. Me and Cieran spoke about this a few weeks ago, and I think we both maybe are on the same page in regards to possibly we was a bit not fooled, but because he was at Ajax, and Ajax is, they have their football is in the DNA from under 6s all the way up. There's a system and a DNA in place. So therefore, not to once again discredit, because he was fantastic in the Champions League, but it's all set up for you to, just like Barcelona when Pep takes over, and why Xavi can go there because it's part of the DNA. So, you know, potentially what he was doing at Ajax was easier to do there because it was Ajax, and maybe he can't replicate that at Man United. So I strongly believe that what we were seeing with Ten Hag at Ajax is not necessarily what we're ever going to see at Man United. So I believe that it's only a matter of time where, yeah, I think he's going to fall just like your Van Gaals and your Mourinho's and all of that. I don't think he's going to go down as a great manager at Man United. I think, you know, he'll have a couple of good spells potentially, but generally he's not going to last very long there, I don't think. But what about you, Cieran? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tricky one with him. When you think about I thought last year they were poor. But at the end of the day, they stuck a trophy on the board and finished in the top 4.
Mm.
So was it, you know, was they as bad as we, you know, that we think? This year, that they look crap at times, you know, and they're a mixture of results, and they spent money. And you think, well, if you're not going to do it now, you never will do. But I think Man City have been pretty poor this year. Yeah, up until last weekend, they hadn't lost a game.
Yeah.
And there you go, wow. So are they one of them that they look worse than what they are? Where are they now, Lee, in the league, Man United? What position are they in the league?
Man United,
They're what, mate?
10th.
Oh. Yeah, it's not looking good. But who's to say they might not come good? I think Man United, you know, it's all about clubs and expectation. They don't expect to be struggling. They expect to be in that top 4 and pushing on. And I'm not, like you said, Titch, whether we just had it laid out on a plate from the Ajax and it was pretty simple. And now you've gone away from that. You can't manage it, or the signings aren't working. Because they don't look great. They don't look like a top 4 club, do they?
No.
They really don't. But no. Like I say, if you look at Tottenham, they look better than them.
Yeah.
And you go, well, how's that? Ange Postecoglou's been there 10 minutes, and they look better than you. And you spent like 3 times more money.
And been there 3 times as long.
You know, well. So, yeah, I think they'll be worried. Let's put it that way. They'll be worried.
I haven't seen him, Robert, but I've just added him now. I've just subscribed to his channel and hit the bell. I'm going to watch some of his videos. But yeah, I'm going to give a good watch. I'll watch that. Cheers, Robert, for the recommendation.
I've seen that Webby Sports Roundup. I've seen that now and again. Yeah.
I've not heard of it, but you've seen it, Cieran, yeah?
Yeah, he's out in Tenerife there, and he had Andy Swallow on there about a month ago, 6 weeks ago. Andy Swallow was a member of the ICF, and he's got a couple of bars out there, Andy Swallow.
And he was on his
very
channel.
well known, but of the ICF. Yeah.
And he was on his channel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, like I say, Swallow's got 1 or 2 bars there.
I'll have to give it a watch, definitely. In its early days yet. Newcastle Arsenal had a tougher start. The Spuds doing well. They still look very shaky at times. I think it's time. I think that's how big Ange players are winning on front foot and stuff. And you know, I mean, a lot of people thought that they were going to be easily counter-attacked Tottenham, but they're proving to be a bit difficult.
I think Army's right there. They are. Tottenham having a great start, but yeah, they do look shaky at times. And say that 2 really late goals against Sheffield United to get a win. You know, I think they're lacking the forward. They get, and Luton must have struggled too. Man United was easy, but there you go. There's Man United. Yeah, I think it's early days for Tottenham, and Postecoglou knows that. He knows he's nowhere near, you know, where he wants to be. This is just a beginning for them. I don't think they're anywhere near as good as Man City or Arsenal yet. Whether he can turn them around to be a challenger, give him time. He may or may not.
the one thing Spurs fans are saying is we've got a fantastic starting 11, but beyond that, the bench looks really weak. They need to. They haven't got a good squad. They've got a good starting 11. So on an interview with Ange, said it would be at least another 25 to 30 years before the football is recognised better in Australia, despite what Malta has done.
Matildas.
Is that? I'm assuming that's for the Australia international.
That's the women's team.
Yeah. The Matildas are the women's team.
Right.
They won. Did they win the World Cup final? They got to the final, didn't they? They was in the final anyway. Did they win it?
They beat. No, they didn't. Spain beat England, didn't they? No, they didn't. They didn't get to.
No, they lost in the final, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Australia didn't get there. Spain and England got to the final.
That was it.
Yeah, Australia got to the semis. I think they lost to. They lost to England, didn't they? Did England beat Australia?
Can't remember.
I think England beat them.
Yeah, I think they did.
And
I think they did.
Spain.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, they had great crowds at their games and whatever. It was quite a big success, the Women's World Cup here. So, but that's it. Like, I think Andrew's probably wrong there. I don't think it'll ever be recognised as a top league here in Australia, the A-League. I think it's a little bit like Ireland to England. You know, Ireland, there's been some great Irish players in the English league, but no one's ever going to look at the Irish league, see it's going to top league, but they do produce top players.
Yeah.
And it's been a while now since Australia have really, since Harry Kewells and his name, well, all of them, Cahill's and that.
Yeah, Cahill.
We had a little golden area of Australian players there going into England and Europe, and not so much now.
Yeah, who is like the most recognised Australian male footballer right now? Because I can't even think of anybody.
Cahill, well, playing at the moment.
Playing now, yeah.
I don't think there's any, man.
I can't.
There's a few playing in Europe.
Harmonie used to play for him. Used to be a standout name for us, really.
Yeah, he was stand up.
Yeah.
Baduka.
Yeah, all of them.
Remember him, son?
Yeah.
Baduka. Some player for you.
One of the easiest players I've ever seen, but knew how to score a goal.
So yeah. In the Premier League, you've always had, not always, but there's been Australian players. Now I can't think of any Australian player in Europe. You know, that's a household name. I don't even know who plays for them. So it'd be interesting. Tomorrow's game, actually. Is it tomorrow? England play Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Well, great kick-off, I believe.
7:45.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find out what Australia's team is, and then it's a good question, Titch. What Australians playing English?
Well, not even just England,
now.
Have they got anyone in Serie A at Juve? I can't think of any
And plus, they always had a couple of goalkeepers in England, like Schwarzer and the other idiot that played for Chelsea who got done.
Bosnich, was he? No,
Bosnich, yeah.
He was, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any Australian players.
He's one of the pundits here now, Bosnich. He's shite.
Yeah, because I've seen him on. He still comes on UK a little bit as well. Yeah, he's not the best. Can you find anyone, Stu?
No, not really. They haven't really made a big thing about it. Let's have a look. England ban Israel flags and will not light up the Wembley Arch. Let's have a look. Wallabies team announced. No, that's rugby. It's Wallabies, isn't it?
Yeah, Socceroos.
The Wallabies is the rugby, and it's Socceroos.
They probably have some Croatian type players playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll probably see some sort of Croatian name. I can't think of no one from Australia, but yeah, I would imagine some Croatian type players or Croatian heritage.
It's all about England. I can't find anything with Australia. What's going on?
Not even worth a mention.
How bad's that? You'd think they'd have something, wouldn't you, surely?
Oh, is it Matty Ryan that's Australian?
Oh, yes. Is he New Zealand? Is he Australian? No, he is Australian.
I think he's an Aussie.
Yeah, I think he is actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in. Oh, but he played against us last year, innit? For AZ.
Yeah.
Is he Alkmaar? Is he their goalie now?
One of them, Titch. Yeah, he did, didn't he? He was in the goal for it.
So yeah, Brighton he was at, but yeah, Alkmaar.
Thanks, Harmonie. Love lost in the semi did Australia women. Suter at Leicester.
See, I've never even heard of him.
Aussie player.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Shout out Harry Kuehl. Matt Ryan at Arsenal and Brighton is the biggest one I can think of. Yeah. Isn't there that Leicester centre back who used to represent Scotland? Can't remember his name. I think his brother still plays for Scotland. So to Harry Suter and John Suter. Harry plays for Leicester and Australia, and John plays for Scotland and Rangers.
There you go.
Two brothers.
Wow.
See, I've not even heard of them two. Suter didn't play in the Premier League though, did he? I've never heard that. I've never heard of him.
See, that's something that doesn't help Australia here. Because, I mean, this is a country of immigrants, really. Yeah. And we all come from somewhere. And because of the Greek communities and the Czechs and the Croatians and all that, if they're really that good, their parents and that normally would prefer if they went and played for their back to the country that they come from. So we've had that before. There've been some top Aussie players, maybe 15 years ago that went to play for Italy or Croatia rather than pick Australia.
Yeah.
So that's another hurdle with theirs.
What is Viduka's heritage? Was he
Australian?
No, but I don't mean
no.
that.
I think he might have been Croatian.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was he Croatian, Viduka? I know that his family background is European.
Yeah, it doesn't always work that way, obviously. But some of them have. There was one that was famous one, I forget his name, that played for Italy rather than Australia. And he was Aussie born and bred. Yeah.
And he picked Italy.
Yeah.
I'm going to zoom this in for you as well so you can see as best as I can get it for you. Right, so this is how they've done it in like a present share screen, entire screen. There we go. Right, so Ryan in goal, Atkinson, Suter, Burgess, Rhodes, Boyle, Bacchus, Irvine, McGree, Metcalf, and Duke.
I've heard of Bacchus. Who does Bacchus play for? I've heard that name, but yeah, none of these names apart from the goalie. I don't know any of those players.
Yeah. No, I don't either, mate. That Suter, I've heard of him, but that's it. And Matty Ryan, of course. But basically England are playing a third division team here. Should be quite simple.
It should be, that's what I was thinking. And this is where surely for a friendly like this, you got to put in your Bowens and your Gallaghers. So. These people, should be starting. Oh, Stuart's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone, Lee. He's gone. You take over.
Lee kicked him off.
Yeah, he's gone, mate. Yeah, he's cocked it right up, sir. Look at that.
Lee, you have to get rid of him, mate.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, what do you want to talk about, Lee?
No.
I'm back.
What about that FIFA game you're playing? Is that any good?
Yeah.
Last season.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Harry Suits joined Leicester City last season from Stoke City.
Ah, Harry Suits.
Suter didn't play in the Prem, I don't think. Titch. Stoke signed him when he was in the Prem, but I don't think he played.
Yeah, I haven't heard his name. I don't think. That's what I was thinking. He couldn't have played in the Premier League.
Moy still at
Harmonie.
Norwich. Wow.
Got him at first, and wow. He was
I
born
liked
in
him.
Scotland,
But
Yeah.
but was available to play for Australia. He chose them, and he's excited to play at Wembley for both reasons, obviously.
yeah.
Fidika's family heritage is Croatian, but he's Australian. Last I heard, Viduka lives in Croatia, as I believe he owns a coffee shop business in the country.
Yeah, I thought he was,
Wow.
Croatian background. Or...
Yeah. There's a massive Croatian community here. Especially involved in football. It's big. We used to play against Croatian teams. And that was the thing here. When you played football here, all the clubs were affiliated to one country or another, The team I played for when I was playing at Surfers were Greek. It was a Greek club. And we'd play a Croatian club. We'd play an Italian club. Every team seemed to be affiliated to a country.
A country, yeah.
It's different. Hungarian club. Yeah, really. But they're the ones. It's the Europeans that are the ones that push football on here in Australia because behind Aussie rules and rugby league and cricket, it's probably fourth choice.
Yeah.
So it was especially the Eastern and the Italians. And it was Europe that really pushed football on here and the Poms, but more so then.
Quickly, while Stuart's gone, don't work because you think I think about ordering some. I've already had. I had keema fatigue, Charlie. CD, what is your favourite curry?
Mine, mate, and you might find it strange, but I love goat curry, and I like a goat madras. I love goat meat. I think it's the nicest, better than lamb or beef. So I do like a nice goat madras with an naan bread, of course.
Do you know I was close to buying today and no, she said no. I was going to buy rabbit. I just fancy a rabbit stew.
Yeah, I used to have that as a kid. Stew. I used to have a rabbit stew as a kid. It's nice, bony though. One's not rabbit, it's a lot of bones in it, but it's nice meat. Rabbit.
Yeah, I've never had.
You can't eat a rabbit because it's like a pet. It's what you
CW, right? He's back to form, straight into food as soon as Stewie went.
They couldn't wait.
Feed me, yeah. Suter played 12 games in the Premier League.
Oh.
Harry Suter did play in the Premier League last season. I remember him scoring against Southampton last season at St Mary's in a 2-1.
Yeah, I remember his name.
Oh, did he? I thought he would have been too young. Don't remember him playing at all. He was really highly thought of in Dundee.
Well, they're that's a good game, didn't they? They're another country that's fallen by the wayside with players in the Premier League is Scotland.
Yeah.
So with the plethora in my day of Scottish players in the Premier League, now there's not. Australia had their little golden period, and it's dropped off as well. There you go.
Brother Wally says rabbit tastes like chicken, or is it goat what tastes like chicken?
Nah, it must be rabbit.
Don't know what he's talking about. Could be anything.
What about you, Titch? What's your curry? What you go to?
See me, yeah.
Come on.
I'm not like I do all of my own cooking, so I don't really. But curry goat is a West Indian dish. That's not what Cieran's talking about, but he's right. I haven't had it for ages, but yeah, goat meat, curry goat is really nice. But yeah, I'm not one to. I don't know loads of different Indian dishes or Chinese dishes because I don't really eat takeaway. Do you understand? So I'm not really familiar with too much different dishes.
So what's your go-to food then, Titch? What's your meal you cook on?
It's probably. I cook actually. To be fair, I cook like a nice beef curry. I cooked it. Yeah, my missus always said I make the cut, and it takes me long. Like once I've got it all in the pot and done what I've got to do, then it's on for at least 3 hours in the Dutch pot. But because of the ingredients in there, every literally 5-6 minutes, I have to stir just to make sure it's not sticking and that. So it takes a lot of effort to make sure you understand it comes out right. But it's that I think I remember we had a party years ago and everybody was, oh, what's this beef curry I'm hearing about? So I think if you tasted that, Cieran, you'd love that. Because like I said, Claire's always like, oh, make the beef, and then when I do it, and then she's like, yeah, maybe you have to do that once a month because she knows.
What curry is that, Toast?
Beef. It's a beef curry, but obviously it's
Is it a more West Indian type curry?
sort of, yeah. It's it's like something that I've just come up with, like, and just stuck to that.
Oh yeah.
So I make it with I don't normally use tomatoes when I do curry chicken or whatever, but in this, tomatoes go in there, and it's weird because at the end of it, it's got almost like a sweet taste to it as well. So
see, Charlie Walsh has done it again. I mean, he's done it again. He's been doing this for about 6 years now. Football's out the window, mate. What curry do you want? Sweet. I bet that hoovering's finished now, mate. Fuck the hoovering. I'm into this.
Can you hear me? You can hear me, yeah? Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so I think Cieran would love that, actually. Charlie would definitely love it.
Rabbit stew. Lamb's hearts.
Damn.
Ooh. Nice.
Nice. I ain't lived when it comes to food. You won't believe it by looking at me, but I ain't lived when it comes to food. And you don't get dripping or decent brown bread. Brawn. You don't get dripping or decent brawn. What's everyone's favourite fruit? I'm big into strawberries at the moment. A huge giant Toblerone earlier, not a fruit, but it was tasty.
My favourite fruit, I eat a lot of bananas, but I'd say favourite fruit would probably be grapes.
Yeah, I like grapes.
I like them when they're big and like crispy and but yeah, sweet crispy grapes is probably the best for me.
Blueberries.
Yeah, I don't like blueberries, man. They taste. Oh, but yeah, Wally probably eats proper ones. The ones over here, I think they're picked too early and all that. And yeah, when I've tasted them, they just taste of nothing, like disgusting. But I don't think we get proper blueberries in this country because the ones I've tasted are just nasty.
Mine's banana and pears. Bananas and custard, mate. That's what you call a proper dish. Bananas and custard.
Yeah, bananas.
Honestly, banana and custard, you can't go far wrong.
Yeah. I could do that. Harmonie. A king prawn boona. Oh yeah, I could do that. I do like that.
Yeah.
Real king prawns, yeah. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I do like a prawn curry. It's nice though.
I make a nice prawn curry. Harmonie, can I ask you, because obviously I've got all these big families. So when I cook prawns, you got to devein them and the shit passage and all of that. Like cleaning them takes ages. But obviously, Harmonie, I'm assuming it's just, are you cooking for just you or you plus one? But that's the thing, when you cook prawns, the deveining and the shit passage, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Some people do it. I've deveined them before. I'm not bothered sometimes.
Yeah,
you want to see the islanders here eat them prawns, mate?
Yeah.
The heads go as well, mate. They eat the heads. They suck it. Oh my god, it's frightening. Oh, put you up, mate. They don't care. There's not one bit of that prawn that survives. They suck the crap out of the head and everything. Oh,
no. Oh no. Every time I'll eat prawns, I get the Chinese special curry.
No, yeah, you've been saying that for fucking 6 years as well, Charlie. Never your fault. But it always seems to happen when you're about. That's all I say.
He loves it.
I know he's trying to piss me off here, but I'm quite enjoying it.
I don't know what you're talking about, CD. The food chat is not to do with me.
Oh, at least you waited 2 hours, Charlie, before you put it in there with something.
Scottish raspberries. The Harmonie's up on the food and stuff. I'm just. Good evening, Luke. Hope you're doing well, mate.
How you doing, Luke?
Doing really well. He's doing really well in FPL as well. He's Luke.
Okay.
Really well. Titch, have you ever had the grapes they have in Marks and Spencer's? Expensive but worth it.
I don't.
I'll tell you that much.
I don't shop in Marks and Spencer's due to the price that they charge. But no, I haven't. But I can imagine, yeah. But yeah, nice when grapes. I like big ones as well. You know, when they're big. Yeah.
I told Wally years ago, right? I told him a trick about grapes.
Yeah.
And it's that if you're drinking a white wine and whatever, is to put the grapes in the freezer.
Yeah.
Right? Freeze them.
Yeah.
And then drop them in your wine.
Ah.
Nice. And it chills the wine as
And
well.
then, yeah.
And then you can eat them with your wine.
Yeah, because I've seen people not that, but just say, oh, you know, frozen grapes are a thing. So yeah, that makes sense actually.
They are quite nice, just eating them frozen as well, Titch.
Yeah, so have it as like ice cubes and then eat them after.
Yeah.
Especially, wow. But yeah, I don't. Well, you can do that. I don't drink, so I just eat the grapes.
Yeah, my Marnie says that she loves rhubarb, cherries, and pears too.
Rhubarb.
The rhubarb's nice. Evening, Luke. Oh yeah, you actually get fresh blueberries from northern US and Canada.
Yeah. I know someone here works on the blueberry farm. It's about 3 hours south of here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet they're proper ones as well. But like I said, so basically, I think I bought some quite recently from Tesco, trying to be like, you know, healthy or whatever. I tasted them. These are disgusting. Like, they're horrible. And then I Googled it and they said, yeah, like basically the ones in this country, they're not. Yeah, there's no yeah. And I thought, yeah. So I thought I'm never getting these again. But I'm sure in Australia and certain parts of the US, they must be like sweet, tart type blueberries. These are just taste of nothing, like horrible as well. Nasty. So yeah, I would like to taste some nice real blueberries, but not these ones.
Kumquats.
Kumquats.
Kumquat, yeah. It's a fruit.
Kumquats.
Luke Charles. Vegetables, what we're saying, carrots is our classic in my opinion. My place on Tolworth Broadway does it for me, Titch, but I actually find it meditative.
I used to work in Tolworth Broadway. Actually, my first job was Tolworth Broadway. My place on Tolworth Broadway does it for me. Does what, Harmony? Sorry. Oh, cleaning the. Oh, okay. Oh, they do it for you. Sorry, she's talking about cleaning the prawns. Ah.
French fries, Charlie. Hey, Luke. French fries are all right if they've got a bit of salt on them. You never shopped in Marks and Spencer's, Titch. So you've never had Colin the Caterpillar, a Percy Pig. Listen, I don't stop there, but sometimes on payday you've got to indulge.
Actually, I've seen those sweets, Percy. I have. So yeah, you know what?
They were unused, weren't they? They were unused, weren't they? On them. To Piers Morgan touched on them. Percy Pigs.
Sorry, the BP petrol station right next to me. It's a Marks and Spencer's. You know when you go in, that is Marks and Spencer's. So I have, yeah. But the actual Marks and Spencer's as a thing, I don't go in there. But yeah, the BP petrol station is. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, look what he said.
Cieran, I've now been freezing blueberries too. Thanks for the tip.
There you go. Blueberries, there's a new one. Sweet.
Gooseberry crumble.
Ooh. Never like them.
Really well respect it. Found a new American fast food chain a couple of months back called Slim Chickens. The fries are unreal. Frozen grapes are a poolside treat.
There you go.
Never heard of that chain, Charlie. I'll have to look it up.
But remember, Wally's also never heard of Boys to Men, and he's from Philly, so he probably ain't heard of a lot of stuff.
Robert Singleton, apple crumble for me, yeah, lovely. Although I did have a rhubarb crumble a couple of weeks back, and that was very good. Wally World, I will have to look. They are really good. Probably my favourite currently. If Charlie's giving recommendations, it's well worth going to try in a minute. Right, so don't know me liking food. I like my food. I love food. I love food. You like food as well, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no wrong with that. Then. True facts: the first ever Max and Spencer's 1884 opened in Leeds.
Did it? Yeah. Yeah, every high street had one at one stage, didn't they? Most of them are gone.
Yeah, so we've still got one.
Now, haven't they?
We got one in Balham. We've got a Marks and Spencer's, but I don't ever go in there though. Ever.
My grandma used to swear blind by it. You know, for back in her day, when she used to do her laundry and stuff, they used to put on towels over top of them so no one could see. And she used to swear by underwear and stuff in her Max and Spencer's. She thought it would believe. Not for me. I mean, I just think it's a bit. It's old-fashioned clothes to me. And you pay a lot of money for what they are and all. Somebody says though, Titch, that the turkeys at Max and Spencer's are nice over Christmas. They're really nice.
No, but all I know is they're expensive in there.
Oh yeah.
And times are hard, so I'm not even getting in there to see.
Yeah.
It's all right for Charlie. He ain't got.
How consistent jalapeno getting your 5 fruit and veg a day? I truly have been known to fall short.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I think fruit's overrated.
Yeah, I don't get in nowhere near enough.
Nanny Fairlove, I didn't know that. They closed the closest one to me recently. So we were closing a lot of stores, don't they? Wilco went recently as well. That's all gone now. It's a shame. Yeah. It's a shame.
Maybe when you look at the evolution of supermarkets now, where they go to this self-serve and all that, it's like Aldi and even the Woolworth. Woolworths here is a big supermarket chain. Make all food now. Woolworths, not anything else, just food here. But I mean, they're cutting staff to the bare minimum. Yeah, they've got 30 of them tills, and usually 2 are working.
They're annoying. It's so annoying.
They want everyone to self-serve, basically. That's what they're pointing you to, so they don't have to do anything. Yeah. And even if you ever go to an Aldi, you see them workers. If they're not busy, mate, they expect them to stop that till and get stacking shelves, mate. They've got them all working every minute they can. Where it used to be the till lady, She used to sat there and waited for anyone to come up. Now it's all about cutting labour, isn't it?
It's annoying. I hate them self-service things. And the worst thing is, anytime you use them, like the other day we went Asda, and Tesco, the big one in New Malden, and then for the first time you can pick up this scanner and you can scan as you shop. Yeah, so you're thinking, all right, done that. Got to the till, and then the woman's like, stand. You got to go to the certain checkout thing. The woman's like, oh, you've been selected for a random. She now scans every single one of our items individually, right? And then she cocked it up somewhere so that the amount of time it took. I'm thinking it would have been easier just to go to the, like a cashier. And it's just there's always problems with these self-service where someone's standing there waiting to help you. When this woman cocked up our thing, there was 4 or 5 other people like calling her. It's annoying. Because do
you know what really, really annoys me? And I found it when I did come over last year to London, especially around Canary Wharf. I went there to meet some people, and there was nowhere there that I could spend cash. I was loaded with cash, right, sterling, and no one would take it. They're pushing us towards a cashless society. and I hate
You
that.
don't want that. Yeah, you
I
do not want
want
that.
I want the option of using a card or using cash in my pocket,
Yeah.
and nowhere there could you use it. And I want you fuckers. You should. I mean, I don't believe that should be allowed. If you've got
It's
currency,
illegal.
you should be allowed to use it.
It's
I don't believe that.
I wouldn't recommend trying it, but if you go in a shop and they refuse to take cash, you are legally obliged to walk out with the
That's
item.
what I was taught.
You are obviously, they're gonna, but you are. So cashless, someone that says that we don't take cash, that's actually illegal or
Well,
unlawful. So
all the bars and the restaurants in
Yes.
Canary Wharf wouldn't take cash.
ridiculous. Yeah, I believe that, which they're not allowed to do that.
Well,
Is
they're getting away.
Canary Wharf a popular place to go then? Is it? I mean, I've heard of it. Obviously, I've heard of it. But is it up there then? Is it a trendy place to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Some nice spots in Canary Wharf. It's lovely. I mean, that was part of East London. That was the shittiest part of East London you could find, mate, next to the docks, And when they refurbed it, when they just basically knocked everything down that was crap and built, really, it's another city within a city. Canary Wharf is, it's a city within a city. It's amazing. The buildings are amazing. The architecture's very, very modern. And lots of stuff to do there, really loads, and got its own airport as well, that East London airport. It's really nice place to visit.
Oh, Cieran, the other day my daughter went out, the one who's 21 now, and so then obviously Claire's got the thing on her phone so she can see where she is. So the venue was in Canning Town, wherever she went was in this. Yeah, it was in. So I don't know what sort of music or where. Yeah, but somehow she ended up in Canning Town last weekend. That was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Canning Town that was regarded one of the roughest places in East London. But I think there's been a lot of refurb there as well. I don't know. I haven't been there. I weren't there when I was back last year. But I don't know whether that's changed a lot or not, Canning Town.
Yeah,
but it used to be known for a couple of big pubs there. The Bridge House was one of them for the music. My mate's parents owned the Bridge House, and they're one of the first bands in pubs in East London to play punk music when it came along in 1976, 77. So it was known for having music there a lot. So I don't know what venues you might have gone to.
It would have been probably a night. Yeah, it would have been a nightclub, I would imagine, but your bar, but somewhere in Canning Town, I don't know.
It's a fair way. It's a fair distance from you, Titch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when my missus, she checked on the thing, Canning Town. I'm like, at first I thought she said Camden, and then it's like Canning Town. I'm like, yeah. So I don't know what the venue was or whatever, but yeah.
Robert says, I have Terry chocolate orange segments. Do they count towards your $5 a day? And Titch says, Titch, come my way and I'll treat you to a Max Spencer's Percy Pigs on me.
I don't even know what Percy Pigs are. What are they?
They're the sweets. They're like
sweet.
Got gelatina.
Yeah, they're just, they look like a pig, Percy Pig. They're just
like a Freddo.
No, that's chocolate. These are like just sweets, like actual sweets. I've ate them before actually. They're just sweets.
Fair enough.
They got they got gelatin in them, so they'll be like, but not all jelly. I think they've got like a little bit foamy, like them jelly foam type sweets. I think that's what they are.
Turkish delight, no, like
that. Nah, just like it's hard to explain.
Rani says that she gets a lot of stuff from Marks and Spencer's, mainly clothes and furnishings. Food is fab too, but I am a white rose girl.
Wow. Hold on, stop.
Top places.
All right, sorry. I don't have a Marks and Spencer's in Balham. It's Waitrose. It's Waitrose. But they were expensive as well, though, isn't they? So right, hold on. The Marks and Spencer's in the BP petrol station. And it's Waitrose in Balham, not Marks and Spencer's. But they're all expensive.
Down there, Titch?
Years. But that Waitrose used to be Safeway, where we used to shop there, but then they changed it into Waitrose, not Marks and Spencer's. It shows you, I don't go in these shops. I'm mixing up.
She shops in her dear places, mate.
Yeah.
West Ham season ticket holder, see? She's got to up her game.
She shops in Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's and West Ham season ticket.
Wally says, keep using cash, Kieran.
I do, mate. I do.
You have to.
Annoy me. But
You
You
yeah,
have a self-service till and have someone checking your receipts. I
had a kick off in the supermarket the other day. Right, I had a bag with me, right, and the geezer said, "Can I look in your bag?" I went, "No, you can't. What do you think's in there?" Oh, so it's a policy of the store, you know, to check. I said, "Well, you're not checking mine." I said, "If I had anything from this store, it'd be on that, you know, the escalator thing. It'd be on there, mate." So no, you're not seeing it. And he was just dumbfounded. Right, obviously everyone shows him. And I went, "No, just."
Yeah.
I said, "If you've got any, if you think I've taken something out of this store, put it in the bag, well, then we'll have a chat." No, I'm not suggesting that, he says. "I know you're not. But there's nothing in there, so don't worry about what's in my bag." And he gave it up. He gave up.
Next time he asked you, "Can I look down your trousers?" Yeah, what do you mean, can I look in your bag? No, you can't look in
I said,
my bag.
what's next then? "Can I check your pockets?"
Yeah.
Fuck off. How about that? What's that? You fucking idiot.
Do you think that people are the jobs worths, aren't they? That's what they're called, aren't they? These security jobs worths.
Yeah, but
No, but
the trouble is, because they won't, this is another thing about not using labour. They won't employ any security staff, right? So they expect the till guy and the till woman to do the security.
yeah.
That's what it is. And that's why I won't have it. I said, "No, you know, you're not checking my bag. If you've got reason to believe I've got something in there, well, go and get a copper or whatever. It doesn't bother me. You know, I've got nothing in there." But that's what they're doing. Rather than have security cameras everywhere and security guards watching, no, they'd rather just ask the guy at the till to ask people to check their bags.
Check their bag.
You know what I mean? And it's not fair on them, to be fair. I mean, you know, probably embarrassed the guy, but no, you're not checking my bag. You don't know what to do then.
I'm with you, Luke. I find supermarkets easy. Just send a wife. Yep. Too right.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
I love the self-service checkouts. I can organise my bags optimally in peace. Also, I use the millions of pennies I have gained over my life on meal deals. Titch, are you still doing much along for West Ham matches? I have tried looking for your streams, but no such luck.
I haven't done anything, Michael, for ages. So the plan is, yeah, but I haven't done anything for a while, Michael. So at the minute, I'm just on here. And then me and Kieran do our show every week.
I am on their testing panels, Robert. I get freebies and vouchers galore. It all started with me doing a review. They're like, you do what you have to do to get by. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some of these reviews and stuff what I've never tried to how I get. Stop the surveyors pocketing money.
Yeah.
Make you right, Harmonie. Last time I went to Canning Town, I asked the local MP what his favourite pizza was when he turned up at an event I was filming. True story.
Everybody.
I have no doubt about that whatsoever, CW. The most important thing to ask a fucking MP is what pizzas he likes. I have no doubt about that. Mate, I'd say if you was in Parliament, see question time in Parliament, right, it'd be all about what kind of curry you boys like over there.
Yeah.
That will be it, right? You might actually make the world a better place because they talk a lot of shite anyway. So,
and also, it might get an honest answer. It might be the only honest answer he even got from a.
They might actually answer that question instead of avoiding everything.
You wouldn't know Canning Town now, Kieran.
No, is it changed, Robert? Yeah. No, I probably wouldn't. No.
I get a lot of meat and dairy from the local Amish farm, so I know it's completely neutral. I've always been.
Do you know? I'm just a little quick part of that one. There's a guy I watch in America called Peter Santanello, and he'd just done a series. It was just a blogger, right? And he'd done a series on the Amish community. Man, it was fucking really interesting. Really interesting how they go about their stuff, man. Yeah, and there's different levels of Amish. You know, there's some that are really orthodox Amish and some that ain't, and there's about 4 or 5 different levels of it. You know, some won't use electricity, some won't use cars. You know, and another mob that will use a car. They won't use internet. But it was really interesting series about the Amish. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in. Molly,
the Amish, they just homeschool. Well, they school their own kids, don't they? They have their own school, their own church.
They do, yeah. And I think they only school them till they're 13, and then they get to work, and that's it. And then, you know, not in a bad way, but they start wanting to learn about everything about what they do and how they farm and everything. Yeah, it's very interesting. It really is.
Yes, the pigs taste a little like those sweet shrimps we had, Cieran.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that gotcha now? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, them chewy things.
Yeah.
Percy pigs just ain't sweets, Titch. They're Max and Spencer sweets. Percy pig is a round cake on the ears and a snout. I managed supermarkets back in the day. Wow. Hiya, Budgie. Hope you're doing well, mate.
How you doing, Budgie?
Budgie!
Charlie, what is the MP's favourite pizza? Not everyone has hit the like button. Don't worry about that, brother Budgie, but thank you, mate. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Wally. Amish community, not too far from me. Good all round. Yeah. Go all around in horse and buggies, and their farms are immaculate.
They are. Yeah, really interesting.
Well, pepperoni defo. If I'd vote for that, it's good, but it's not wow, you know. Lee, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well, Lee. Yes, Cieran. Peter Santello does Native American reservations and Hoodwig videos.
Yeah, Lee, he is. He's very good at what he does, man. He done a cracking series of the border, the American border with Mexico. That's scary. That'll open your eyes to what's going on there. And he does go into the hoods in Chicago and New York. Yeah, really interesting guy. Really interesting stuff he does. Worth looking
at. What's the panel's favourite pizza? Well, I know what Lee's is, but I'll let Lee tell you. Mine, I'm not a pizza fan. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a pizza fan. If I eat a pizza, it's a meat feast, but I'm not a pizza fan.
Yeah. What's yours, Lee?
Oh, can't remember now.
What that one all folded up, Lee? Cal's
Oh, calzone.
Yeah.
Calzone.
Really? There you go.
With everything in it, and I mean everything in it. Whatever they've got on sale at the time.
See, I'm out of this. This is why I don't talk food with Charlie, because I don't eat cheese.
So, I don't cheese.
No, so up until last year, I'd never ever had a pizza. Wow. And Cieran bought one in once. I don't know if it was a meatloaf, but it hardly had any cheese on it. It was very limited. And I tried it. I liked it. But I don't eat cheese, so I normally stay away from it.
Well, it sounds just like a politician, Charlie. Percy pigs that I get are sweets from Waitrose. They are similar to sweet shrimps. What is this cake you're all talking about? I like calling the caterpillar ones. Do they taste similar? If we're talking sweets, there's no better than bananas and shrimps mixed. Oh, look, I've upset Charlie here. What? Not a pizza fan. No, chat. it's look, it's the door. With me having that celiac rubbish, it bungs me. It really bungs me, and it's no good. It's really no good. Harmonie, I haven't tasted them. Only seen them. Onions and anchovies. At least Lee is coming through with great options. Calzones are great. Mushroom, blue cheese, and walnut are my favourite on beach.
Bechamel.
On no bases that are delicious. Pizza, tuna, prawns, chili, and anchovies. Whatever happened to just either meat feast or pineapple or 4 cheeses or it's all different stuff now. Oh my God, next year we'll say that he only likes anchovy and pineapple pizza. No, do you know the pizza I go for is meat feast, definitely meat feast. It's top lad pizza or calzone. Here we better start wrapping the show up soon, guys. I'll forgive Charlie the CD given the cheese situation. Not like your pizza at all, those shoo.
Do you know, I wish I did like it though, Stu. I love the smell of pizza and that, and the look of it. I'd really want to eat it, but like I say, I might get one that's limited with the cheese. I can actually suffer. But
Nice
the smell of it's nice.
Charlie, don't eat kebabs. How can you say that you live in London and you've never had a kebab? Got to eat a kebab. Okay, that's fair, Stuart. Forgive my cousin has the same as she says that pizza, that all the pizza for celiac rubbish. It's same as the bread, Charlie. It's awful. It tastes like cardboard. Robert Singleton now slander. It's not that I don't eat kebabs. I just haven't yet. Milk bottles were my favourites, and we will never finish. We will
You know it, Wally. You know how many times you've done it on American Hammers TV. I reckon, and I said it at the time, you should go on American Hammers TV, maybe 2 hours, and Charlie would extend it to about 5 hours with the food
Talking food.
happening every week. And he never owns up to it, never blames anyone else but everyone else bar him. It was never what it was. It was, and we know it. Well, there you go.
Last few comments before we start wrapping up, guys. All this talk got me craving blackjacks all of a sudden. I love blackjacks, fruit salads, and all Harmonie. Yes, Robert, milk bottles are the nuts. Before we end, let's all go around and say our favourites.
No.
Top lad eats Baby Bell pizza. Yeah, he did. He had a Baby Bell pizza. He had pizza and he put a Baby Bell on it. In his last watch show, he did. That was mad. I personally used to love a spaghetti. I love the spaghetti bolognese. Love it. You know, give me spaghetti bolognese every day a week. Right, well, look, guys, we'll start wrapping up there. Have you got anything else you want to say, Cieran and Titch, before we start wrapping up, mate?
With a massive European giants.
League, a Western Massive or a Leeds Massive?
Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds.
Well, you're getting there. You're almost massive in the championship. You're creeping up there, son. You're putting points on the board. Throwing a few more of them draws into wins, mate. You'll be up in the playoff spots. We are massive because we are European title holders.
Pacers.
Record breakers. That is massive, really. When you think of all the teams we're in front of, that is massive. So we are massive. Good luck to Ireland this weekend. Where is it? That's the other one, isn't it? Good luck to Ireland this weekend in the Rugby World Cup, and hopefully they get on and win the final. It's the only sport I support England and Ireland in is rugby union. So I'm hoping Ireland do well because they're a brilliant team.
Are England still in? I didn't even.
Yeah,
we're still apparently they've been it with another Samoa's been it with another one of the players who played for Samoa. One of the players' father died as well. So I think they aren't had better preparation for England game, if I'm honest.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, look, guys, we'll start wrapping it up there, I think. Thank you, everyone, for watching this edition of the Table Team. Cieran brothers, thank you for joining us. Much appreciated again. As always, we'll be back on again next week, and we'll look into us games, what we've got then, respectively. But yeah, thank you once again for joining us. There's only one thing left to say. Thank you for watching this edition of the Table Team. It's a goodbye from me.
Lovely.
Ciao.
See you later, people. Have it.
Have it.
Take care. Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.